Yo, what's up, boxing family? This is the Slip Encounter podcast. We're at the Kenichi Bed Studios. I'm your host, BINK. This is my other host, your other host, the great Golden Boy.
My man.
What's up, baby?
What's up, big man?
How you feeling, man?
Much better, bro.
Much better?
Much better. I ain't missed one episode, man.
No doubt, you a true soldier, man.
I appreciate it, bro.
You a true soldier, you keep that shit pushing, man. That's admirable, man. A lot of people would quit under them circumstances, so
Thanks,
really a
bro.
soldier,
I appreciate
bro.
it. You know I had my BINK shirt on the whole time, man. You know that.
It's always love, man. We always gonna represent each other, man. That's what brothers do, man. We represent and love each other through whatever.
Now I
You
just
know
need
what I
my Nietzsche hoodie for next time.
Oh God, I ain't got a Nietzsche hoodie. He rocking that joint.
Hey, right? And then just sit there and look at you like,
Yeah, that joint clean though, man. That joint clean, man.
Oh, man.
So man, we got a little boxing news that cranked up this week, man.
Oh, first, before we do that, I gotta say,
Go ahead, bro. Do your thing.
wow, somebody that we grew up with, he was a young kid in the gym with me. Lonzo, man, rest in peace, man. Got some bad news a few days ago. Oh, I mean, I'm gonna, instead of being sad, I'm gonna try to celebrate real quick. I'll tell a quick funny story. He was always in the gym. It was Hurt. It was me, him, Hurt, Makai, all of us being there. The answer, Richie, all of us being there trained. I was the older guy in there. And one day we go fight. We fought outside. I forget what school, man. But it was in DC. He always had a wide, crazy hook. Like he would always take a little quarter step, shoot this crazy hook, shoot this crazy hook. So we get ready. He was a DJ that day playing. So I go over to him. Remember, he like 8, 9 years old, so he the first fight. Like I think he was like the first or second fight. And I said, they robbing everybody today. Nobody out of the red corner won that day, but him. It was because of this performance. And so I get down on my knees. I give him a hug. I said, all right, bro, do your thing, okay? What are you supposed to do? And her just looking and smiling like this is wild. And I said, what you supposed to do? He said, throw my hook, but don't smother. Don't get frustrated. And I said, there you go, baby. Let's go to work. So he dive him up. So I said, I'm going to walk. He said, you going to walk me to the ring, big bro? I said, yeah, I'm going to walk you to the ring. I'm going to walk you to the ring. So I ain't know ahead of time he had went. I don't know. I think when he went to the glove table, he had said something to the DJ. I don't know till this day. But he all of a sudden, they call him to the ring. He like focused. And he reverted back. He went from an 8-year-old acting like a 20-something-year-old pro back to an 8-year-old like, all right, let's go. Wait a minute, where my music? Where the music? Man, I said, you got music? Yeah. All right, just wait, man. Get the DJ a second then. I'm like, yo, we get music. And then next thing you know, you hear, shorty got a big old butt. Oh, yeah. And he said, okay, all right, let's go. You start bouncing.
Hell no.
That was my guy, man. That was my little guy, man. Him, Pop, Makai, Khalil, that was my guy. Keon was even younger than that. Those were my guys, man. He went in there. He dropped the boy in the first 30 seconds, dropped him again. 8 count, the fight was over, man. I mean, he had a nasty, when he was another kid that when he was on, he had a nasty hook. Like when that he would shoot wide and you think that you out of range. Next thing you know, he hit you. He's just another kid that I'm gonna make sure, just like Quick, just like Badger, it's like a lot of other guys, Danny, Big Smooth, Danny, so many guys, man, I'll make sure that they legacy live on, man. Yeah, I miss you, Lonzo, man.
Rest in peace, them soldiers, man. Rest in peace, them soldiers. I think people underestimate the power of music, especially us with our African ancestry.
Yeah.
Like how, especially percussionism, how important it is to our
especially
our being.
in this area.
Especially in the DMV with go-go and everything. Like, with there's music, period. But with us, I feel like with me especially, I know I speak for myself. Like, I listen to music before I come to the studio. Get pumped up.
Yeah,
very true. Game, like just something about music. So like when you told that story about Slim getting pumped up with the shorty got up. It's the percussion dude. It's the that joint is cranking, man. So rest in peace to him and all the other fallen soldiers. But yeah, man, we gotta keep it living for them and keep it pushing. But yeah, man. So some boxing news this week. And I know you seen it, and I know you want to talk about it because I really don't understand why he coming back so soon and against this guy. Why the hell Anthony Joshua want to fight Tyson Fury in December? I don't see, bruh. That is a bad. If he lose again, he really got to wrap it up, bro.
Nah, he ain't gonna wrap it up. Too much of a money maker. Too much of a money maker.
Man, bump the money. You gonna go in there? He gonna go in there and get punished by Tyson Fury, and he gonna make a bunch of money. But what's it doing for him in the long run? With his mentally,
yes,
yeah, his mental.
Man, look,
you know,
they just, I don't know, man, what's going on with this, but it is the biggest fight to be made in England. Probably will be the biggest fight in British boxing history. It could have been one of the biggest fights in boxing history if it was that's come on, man, don't even say that, BINK. That's been going on. It's late. That's been going on the past 15, 20 years.
But it's really not their fault though, because he messed around and lost to Andy Ruiz. So it's really not his fault. I mean, it's his fault, but it's not like it's late because of political bullshit. He lost the fight. Yeah,
but he came back and won the belt back. So that was like the big thing when he came back and won that belt back. I mean, honestly, if I was on his team, I would have never had him. I probably would have let him fight the rematch, but I would have been the first one to say at first, do not fight the rematch. For what?
Oh, with Ruiz?
Nah, when he fought Usyk again.
Oh, Usyk. Change subjects.
Because I'm sorry, but like just like after he won the belt back from Ruiz, ball was in his court again. Mm-hmm. Now you just needed Tyson Fury to take care of what he needs to take care of.
Right.
Now Anthony Joshua had, okay, I could go to Deontay Wilder, I could go here, I could go here, I got these options. Mm-hmm. And now those options really dumbed down now. But so now it's just, all right, you take this fight.
AJ not beating Fury, bro.
He's not outboxing him at all. And then at the same time, you gotta wonder if that chin ain't dented on Tyson Fury, he ain't knocking him out either. Because you taking that, because of course you still getting hit, and it could be a weird shot that land. Granted, you're still getting hit, and it could be a weird shot from somebody. All right, throw that out the door. You can still be, in a sense, how can I put this? He's not gonna beat Tyson Fury unless he lands if he lands a certain way or whatever. But Tyson Fury took such a big shot with Deontay Wilder, and there's been times where
more than once too. He ain't six, like at least 5 or 6 big right hands from Deontay over the course of that trilogy. Like 5 or 6 big right hands from Deontay, and that Joker won every fight.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, all right, if it ain't no dent in that chin, it's kind of like, okay, unless it lands in a crazy spot or it's just wear and tear. You don't see nothing happening with that because he's not outboxing him.
He's not.
And
for real, he's not in better shape, to be honest.
Yeah, over and comes out the punch output and everything.
He's not in better shape. So.
And the crazy part is, I just seen guys, man, like, because that's why you see some guys like spar bigger guys all their career, like little guys like myself and so many guys I know, Quick, so many guys. You spar bigger dudes all the time because then when you get in there with somebody your size, the punches don't bother you as much. Your body's more toned and accustomed to it. It just don't bother you as much. So it's going to be like, okay, what can he do to really do anything to Tyson Fury? And it ain't it ironic, though, that this dude is cut up the way he is and built the way he built. And and all it takes is this guy who ain't really been in shape, since, I want to say...
forever.
Yeah, back when he had hair.
Anthony Joshua should have moved his big ass to America and played tight end. That's what he should have did. But he wanted to be a boxer. That's how I feel about it. His big ass, built like that, ain't got no stamina. I don't like this fight for him. Not against Tyson Fury.
He better get ready to cash out.
I feel like it could be really embarrassing for him. Really embarrassing after losing to Usyk twice, and then come here and lose to Tyson Fury in a fantastic fashion, which is what I'm predicting. Tyson Fury looking damn near flawless against AJ.
Oh my God. Let me move past this. I don't want to really talk about this until like November, December. The hell.
I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it just because it's new. And, like I say, we boxing media. This is what we do. We got to talk about hot topics. So, what y'all think, man? If y'all in the chat, let me know what y'all think. And we got a guest for y'all today. We got a guest. I don't know if he's here yet or not, but we got a special guest. When you say DMV boxing, this guy name come up first. One of the first guys people mention when you talk about DMV boxing, you talk about amateur pedigree in the DMV. This guy name come up first. You know what we talking about. How you feel, Junior?
Yeah, he's one of the I've been watching him since he was a little kid. Like I know every once in a while, whenever I stop at that gym, I always cause I ain't trying to give it away exactly what it is, but I mean I've trained there. I always watched since he was a little kid. Him, Lil Bull, Winsky, all them guys. I watched all them guys. I've watched him for so long. You know, he built a good reputation. He wasn't just a local guy who could fight. He wanted to, he's been fighting a lot of tournaments. He's one of them guys that you wanted, like, okay, dang, how many tournaments he done fought in this, and this. All right, make sure ain't no wear and tell. You one of those that fought that much.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, when it comes to the top amateurs or whatever from the area, top talents, you got like a top 10 or top 5 list. There's a good chance you're going to throw his name in there.
Oh, for sure. He got fans. My boy I played football with in college is a fan of his. He messaged me on Instagram like, "Oh, you know Scooter?" I said, "Yeah, I've been watching him for a minute. He's from Ohio." So nationally known. Let's bring him in, guys. Deric Scooter Davis.
Scooter. What's up, man? What's up, baby? How you been, man? Oh man.
Microphone.
Dang, I didn't think he was coming in that early. So I'm just sitting there like, all right, let me prelude this thing, set it up, and all this other junk.
I didn't know he was here
They was like, nah, he coming in. Oh, all right, shoot, let's just move this. Let's just set it up now then, man. Yeah, man. Yes, indeed, man.
Can I take a time to address something real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. First thing, I saw the interview. Did with your boy.
Wait, which one?
With
Kai?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I tagged me. I didn't know about nothing about it or the podcast. That was my first time hearing about it.
Oh, for real?
And I ain't even like I talked to you and you didn't even say nothing to me. So I'm like, dang. But I saw the podcast and you asked my opponent, what was it like? How did he feel after he got in the upset over a top DMV talent? And you proceeded to say, they say that's a top talent.
Yeah, like all the top people from this area.
No, you said
they always say either you, Sheed, Jordan, who else?
Jamal, Quincy.
So it ain't when you say they, just so we clear it up.
Yeah.
When I say they, I say, how do you want to talk about reporters, people who aren't in the gym, and sometimes their opinion matters, but sometimes sometimes when they say bullshit, it don't matter. Because so when I say they say, I mean that all the people that not really in the gym every day, but they think they know. They mention as one of the top talents.
I was just making sure. I want to ask you. I'm like, oh, you don't think I'm a top talent? Like,
nah,
honestly,
bro.
my whole thing is that like, cause I'm I'm me. I've been doing this since I was 6 years old. So I'm okay. I found out that people just not gonna like you. Some people are gonna root for you. Some people not. It's okay. Some people gonna be more fans of other fighters. That's okay with me. Like I just want to know. I'm like,
oh no, I'm actually glad that you came in and cleared it up. Like I don't, because I'm, me, I grew up in the gyms too, so I don't mind when you came to me clear it up.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. I'm like, oh, because if it was that, my thing, if it wasn't, if you
tell you why.
Yeah, tell me why, and not even. I mean, tell me why, and more so, I'm gonna show you that I'm a top 5 fighter. Not even top. I'm the top fighter. I feel like right now, honestly, just not having this. I'm not talking just from God. God gave me these skills. I feel like I'm just the best prospect right now. Coming from the DMV area, I'm the best prospect, hands down. When we talking about just IQ, skills, pro ready, I'm the best. I feel like, to me, I mean, that's anybody else can have their own opinion, but you put them in the ring with me and you see it's gonna show. That's my biggest thing. Like don't I ain't gonna talk about it. Like anybody fighter that I fought, sparred, which been world champions, Olympic fighters, you know what I'm saying? All world champions in the amateurs, I fought them, fought them all. They know. Everybody.
Oh, I know.
You know what I mean? Saying? So like I just be trying to make sure like
it ain't never no shade over here, man. I'm glad we got the contrast. We had Makai coming here, now we got you in here. But we don't even want to harp on that. We don't want to really talk about that.
Now y'all go
But
ahead.
no, I want to. Is it all right if I break it down?
Go ahead.
Yeah, now
like,
go ahead. Yeah.
So let's go. You said pro ready, skill sets. Okay.
IQ.
One of the type IQ. Yes, one of the top. You know, when to walk a guy down, when to sit there and stay away from a guy. IQ, you know, watch him, try to set up shots. Yes, fight more to a pro, which is, I think, sometimes slightly hindered you, especially now because you turn in that corner to be a pro, and sometimes the judges want more punches instead of some of the shots that go through the target.
We're gonna explain. We're gonna get more into that when we start talking about that.
Yeah.
I'm explaining it down. I ain't want to give that too early, but I mean, whenever y'all already asked that question.
Yeah, for sure,
So
man.
then, think also good foot speed, good hand speed, good precision, accuracy on shots. As you continue to turn that corner to, I would say, you know, how you always want to try to be the best complete pro you can be.
Of course.
Like he's turning at him, Rashid, him and Nasheed, they could put on the table these attributes to turn pro, you know, like what they're getting better at with their attributes and all of those things. So yes, that too. I feel like when it comes to a guy that you can, what is that thing they say in football? Plug and play.
Mm-hmm.
You could definitely do that with any promoter, that's for sure. Anybody that could put them in there and they can move them towards fighting certain guys and then get to, you know how you get to, like Mr. Lamont when he got to like 17, I want to say 19-0 and he fought on Showtime, and they put him up against a former world champion that was like a gatekeeper now. And you know, you may not knock the guy out or you might knock him out, but you're not going to knock him out early.
It's
like that guy.
It's a tough test. You know what I'm saying?
You'll be able to have that. Some guys fold in those situations. You wouldn't because of your so much the IQ and being able to fight so many fights and sparring so many guys older than you over all these years of being in the gym with grown guys. That helps as well. But and also I've seen a lot of guys have to fight the perfect fight in the amateurs to be you.
And well, I don't know about the perfect fight. But
you know, you forget, I was there multiple fights. I done seen guys have to fight the perfect fight. And tell you that's but it was you and guys, like you put guys on certain powers, say Jordan is another one. Certain guys where you gotta fight the perfect fight to beat them. Everything has to be on point that night to get the decision.
Oh yeah, of course. It's not, of course. Me, I'm different. Like I'm hungry. Like I ain't never, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody working like me. Nobody. None of these boxers. Cause it's just been passed down for me and instilled in me since I was young to work. Ain't nobody gonna ever give you nothing in life. You gotta go work for it. So now with this boxing, it's like I take it to a whole new level. Like after we leave here, I'm gonna go work out again. This is, you know what I'm saying? This is my life. My life on the line when I go in there. So I'm hungry, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I was about to ask you, man. Cause when I'm seeing you, your work ethic is second to none. You know what I'm saying? So I was gonna ask you, who was one of the first people to put that in your head that like your work ethic? Was that something you just had naturally?
My father, hands down. My father is man. My father was 19. He had his first child, and he took it on the chin like a man and got a job and did his thing. So he always been working, always getting up 5, 6 o'clock, go get that money to go and everything. He ain't have all the time, but he always made it work. So I seen that, and then when he had me, it was like he put that in and instilled in like, ain't nobody gonna do it. You gotta go do it. So now that's what I live by. And then when I started to see that, like, it became easy. Like hard work is easy to me. Like, you know how people say hard work, you know, it's easy work. But it really is easy work. When you understand, like when you doing this for a long time, it get easy to you. Like this hard work shit normal. Really. It's truly normal to me. Like I don't have of course it's like, I'm gonna be tired. But it's like, man, what? When I go in the ring, I'm gonna feel good.
Yeah. That's how I put it. You right, but you gotta also think you got guys that may be on the same level talented, but they don't got that in them to push and work that hard. And that's what. So you gotta keep that.
Yeah, I feel you.
So not for some guy, and I'm telling you from experience, seeing some guys since I was a kid in the gyms watching that, you think to yourself like, man, this kid just do a little more, commit a little more, you be fine.
Man, there's so many fighters out that pass, you know what I'm saying? that's here now. Rest in peace, Lonzo Malcolm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was another one that could do it.
Yeah,
just could do it. He didn't have to be crazy training or, you know what I'm saying, running all the time. If y'all remember, he was a little small kid with a pudgy stomach. But he was coming out there throwing them counters.
That daggone hook, that counter hook.
Counter hook was mean. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a lot of fighters out here that they could have put, you know what I'm saying, more work in. But you can't put that idea in somebody. They got to go do it.
Yeah.
So, and that's what makes me different, because I listen. Like everybody else, they say they listen. No, I listen. Everything you tell me, if I trust your opinion, I'm taking it. I'm a sponge, especially with this boxing. Like I live, sleep, eat boxing. I watch boxing. Like that fight, my fight, I had to watch it 100 times. So I know. You can't tell me what happened in the fight. Like I know exactly what time, the time stamp, where, everything, because I break down. So I study boxing to a T, but I learned that from Coach B. So I mean, that's how he.
For sure. I want to ask you, being at Headbangers, what's your relationship like with all the coaches there?
Hey, that's my dog. I love them.
Yeah.
Love
Family reunions.
Yeah, like what? those. I know if anything, God forbid, anything happened with my parents, they'd take me in like it's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know what I'm saying, I done been, you know, sleeping with Coach B and in his own house. You know what I'm saying, stayed with Coach Jamie. You know, been with Coach Bud, like all of them. Coach Jeff, everybody in here, man, like they treat us like I'm their son.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's a family reunion. You know what I'm saying? We
Real quick, what he just said, you hear some fighters over history, they say that, and it's to gloss it up, make it look cool. And then when they lose, they want to lead the trainer, things like that. I can attest, when I got out the hospital one time, I was at the store, and I think I don't know if I was on the phone with or just got off the phone with Jamie pop up. Like, I'm like, hey, what you doing up here? I was up here with my wife shopping, whatever, and they come down here check on you. Second time, it's him and Barry. I think I went upstairs to get something to drink, and I come back, Barry, hey, Jamie is right there. There he is, boy, we waiting on you, trying to check on you, boys. So I'm like, like I spelled it. What the? He said, yeah, man, how you feeling? How your father doing? I said, yeah, he good, such. So, but I didn't know him for so long. It's not BS.
To set the record, but you know what I'm saying, a lot of people get, you know what I'm saying, Coach B, Coach Bug, Coach Jamie misconstrued. Because they don't know him, you know what I'm saying? They don't know him personally all the time.
Hearsay. And you know how hearsay is in this city. Hell, what just happened just now? What earlier? Like, because of how it sounded. Because I texted him about this. I was like, oh, shit, I hope that don't come off, bro. That ain't
I was thinking about that. I'm like, oh, but it's cool. It's not.
Also, he sees me around at every fight, so he would have pulled me aside. Then we had to talk or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, just so.
But that's how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to do it like, man, you don't.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? You don't. I ain't feel no type of way. It wasn't like I was gonna come and
Yeah, it was like, all right, I know Silk for this. I know GOLDENBOY for this. Know about him, so it's cool. I can walk up to him and ask him.
I just want to confront. You know what I'm saying, man? That's how it is. But on the Coach B and you know, on that tip, it's people get them misconstrued all the time about they think that you know what I'm saying they selfish or they they ain't what they pertain to be, like what they portray. And really, they really are. They will give the clothes all day back. I've seen Coach B give. They ain't got no money for no food. Here's some money right there. Oh, you need this. You need some shoes. Oh, here you go. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've seen it. I've seen Coach Bug have people in their house. Probably most of the world champions that are trained there, from Adrian Broner to Tank to Cool Boy Steph, like it's a lot of people that done trained it. They done slept in Bug house. They done did like we it's a family. When you come up there, you part of the family. And one thing we don't do, we don't like think about the outside world. We in our own bubble.
Yeah, the cocoon of that gym.
You know what I mean? It's not like we you know what I'm saying, we not thinking about, we worried about, we cool. And we don't think we high up or none of that. We just in our own element doing what we gotta do. That's the best way to stay out the way. That's what I learned from being with my father and them. Just stay out the way. Because people gonna talk, people gonna say whatever, they gonna
keep your blinders on, just do the work.
Stay out the way.
Everything else will take care of itself.
Tunnel vision. That's the best. That's the most, what I would say that Coach B stressed tunnel vision. Don't worry, even with your teammates. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point now, I'm turning the corner. It's like, he told me the other day, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm giving pointers to somebody. He like, you the one about to turn pro. He not. We worry about yourself right now because he can't fight for you. And I thought about it. It was like, yeah, and I'm just giving, innocent little jab on it, but it's like, yeah, I need to take that time to think about me. Like, and then my father told me, like, be selfish. Like, in this boxing, you got to be selfish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You mean, like, when I spar,
sacrifice.
I don't want to get out the ring. Like, y'all going to have to make me get out here because I'm going to get all the rounds y'all got
I know that's right.
Don't burn yourself out.
Don't don't
burn out.
Of course. But that's what I mean. Just be stingy with it. Like, I'm saying, the mitts, be stingy on the bag. Be stingy with it. Don't let nobody take your shine because it's only you.
And then when it's all over, it's over.
Exactly, because
you can't get it back.
You can't do it again. Once that time, like tomorrow, is gone. What I did today in sparring is gone.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. So you got to work on being a better you for the future. And that's one thing that I can say Coach B is stressing to me right now. Just everything I'm doing is better on me for the future.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Now that you about to turn pro, how has your life changed? Anything
changed?
So
it's
damn, you brought it. I was about to give y'all an official.
Oh, my fault, bro. Because you just said I'm about to turn pro, so I figured.
Wait, so before we get to that, I want to get, because people been blowing since I put, I posted it on the
People been asking me about you for a minute, bro.
Yeah, posting on the story or whatever. So I gotta ask you a tough question.
Damn.
And I've watched you, Sammy the Bull, all y'all since y'all was little, and I was always the older one. So how does it feel? Some other fighters, they feel as though they took robbery. I'm not gonna say the different fighters' names because they don't hold hard feelings, and not like when I hear them because I'll tell them like, you hating. But some of them, like they were breaking it down, like, stamp this, and this. Oh, no, I feel like Scooter beat me that round. I think he out hustled me that round. But this round, I feel like I got him or whatever. How do you feel about certain guys? And I done seen I had teammates. I'm not gonna say, but I done had teammates from a few years ago, whatever, that I boxed with, that they said they felt like they beat them or things like that. How does it feel that different fighters always somehow feel like they don't either get a fair shake when they fight you, or they feel like they gotta fight they gotta do this or do that no matter what, they not gonna get the win. Like, even if they fight they best fight and the fight should be close, it gets looked at. Like, one guy told me I lost, but I don't feel like I lost as big as they're making it be. And I had to tell him, I said, dude, you gotta remember.
That's on them.
Yeah, like it is. You gotta shake. It's over with. You can't. But what we were saying, like, it's over. So how does it feel like some of those guys feel like they do certain things? I'm trying to word it in because I don't want to say it a certain way, but they always coming to me saying I'm trying to break it all down the right way. But yeah, how does that feel?
Well, that's what happened when you the top dog. Well, first off, I've been doing this the same way they've been doing it. I lace my gloves up the same way they lace their gloves up. I've been doing this since I was 6. So I don't have the judges in my pocket. It ain't that serious. If anything, I feel like they want me to lose. The city want me to lose. You know how this city is. That's how I approach it. They can be approaching like, oh yeah, he got me. I'm like, man, I got to be on my A game every night.
That's
like,
the difference, right there.
My father told me like this. He gave me this analogy when I was 7, 8. He said, you want to know why Michael Jordan was so good? I said, why? He said, because Mike had to be Mike every night.
Mm.
Every people paid tickets all around the world to see Mike.
All 82 games. And he played.
82.
And he actually played a lot of those 82 games.
He had to be Mike. Not 10-point Mike. Not 15-point. 50-point Mike. 40-point Mike. 60-point Mike. Every night. So that's that's the mentality I take in the ring. Like, I got to be Scooter every night.
Huh, man.
So let me tell you what one of them said. And it's funny you said that answer because I gave one of them this answer. So you had just fought him. He felt like the fight was supposed to be stopped, or they felt like the fight was supposed to be stopped, and because you got 8 counted, but you came back and fought harder.
Oh, I know what fight you're talking about.
I know you talk about.
Cut it out.
So afterwards we were talking, and I said, but you got to remember, and I was telling a different fighter, not him, a different person. I said, well, you got to look at it like this. Because it's Headbangers and they got all this prestige, that boy looking to be the next up. So any mistake he make, they might hold that more against him. So he might have to be more on his shit than he wants to be, even if he don't feel good on that night.
Do y'all know what I went through after that, man? That was, first of all, what are you talking about? I got hit for the first time. I got stunned for the first time in my career.
And handled it well.
For the first and only time.
I want to say, and you handled it well. Some fighters don't handle it well. You handled it more better than that.
Only time. That was the first and only time somebody hit me. I allowed somebody to hit me and really hurt me.
Yeah, it hurt you.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I learned from it. But I had to go through hell to get back to my. When you get hit like that, you got to find yourself.
And you got to come back.
That fast. That moment, you know what I'm saying? No, people don't know. When you're not a boxer,
you don't know what it's like to be hurt. Your legs go.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know what it's like come on, man. Everything's blurry, it's spinning. Leg, you feel like you walking, but you're not walking. You don't feel it. You know what I'm saying? And it's a man in front of you coming forward.
And they trying to come right as soon as and bro, when you sitting there, you see the three. You see three of them, and your head getting clear, but your legs is still gone a little bit, and your vision still blurred. So you thinking instinctively, fundamentals, keep them all, try to keep them all. But the whole time it's like, oh crap. Like,
son, I remember that fight. That fight was a good fight. But that's me being too, you know what I'm saying, younger than mine. I think I was 15, 16. But yes. that was about around the time that, you know what I'm saying, I was getting dominant. I was becoming to be like, my dad called it LeBron and people. Like I started getting dominant, and I was so dominant against him in the first 2 rounds that I had said forget defense, just was dumping on him.
Try to close the show.
Got caught really. And I remember I walked into the shot. I told you I study tape, so I watched that punch 3,000 times. It's in my favorites in my phone right now. But I walked right into it with my hands down. Again, just young-minded and thinking that, I'm invincible, and it showed me you ain't invincible.
Boy, let me give you your props real quick. And y'all know I always know all these stories and everything. It's so many guys, amateur and pro, since I was a kid, I watched that they get hurt for the first time, and they don't react well, and they're never the same. The shot that he got hit with is a dangerous shot because, if I remember right, it was somewhere on the jawline, right on the tip, and there's a nerve. That jawline, when you go to the dentist, y'all, you get when they numb you on your top teeth, it's individual nerves. But when they numb you on the bottom, it's all one nerve going up your jawline. And then that nerve goes behind the ear. So when he got hurt, and he could have easily packed it in. He could have ran the rest of the night, try to grab, clinch, and hold, turn, walk him, whatever. Try to just stay away because of the first 2 rounds feeling like those are in the bank. Correct? But you got guys that are talented, like for instance, Hector Camacho. Mm-hmm. And I always say, you like watching tapes. I'm gonna throw this tape at you. When he fought Chapo Rosario at the Garden, this big comeback fight at the Garden. And he's winning the first, I want to say 3-4 rounds, outboxing. He's faster than Chapo, making Chapo have to catch up to him, outboxing him. And Chapo knew I gotta catch Macho in between. If I don't, I ain't got no shot. Chance. So he finally catches Macho right in between, and everything about Macho just sleep, and he snaps out of it. So once he snaps out of it, he starts to turn. He gets through the round ends. He sits on the stool. He had a small little scratch cut on the side of his left eye. He had the best cut man in his corner at the time in the 80s. His name was, I forget his first name. His name was Thibodeau. White guy, big, long, red beard. He was part of Kronk's gym, Cutman. And he said, I'm cut. He keeps looking up at, like, this light's the Titantron. He's looking up at the Titantron. He said, stop worrying about the cut, Macho. It's a scratch. Trey, you said, you lying to me? He said, no, stop worrying. It's fine. Just focus. I got it. Don't worry about the cut, kid. I got it. And the rest of that fight, and some people say the rest of Macho's career, because he got hurt like that, and some of his close friends and family have said it, when he got hurt like that, he didn't react well. And when he was done after that fight, he never wanted to get hurt like that again. Now, of course, you don't want to get hurt like that, but he didn't. If you look at Macho before that fight, sliding in on guys, turning guys, he never wanted to do it like he did it before because of that. And the way Scooter got hurt, those shots, like my father said, okay. Or my father was still like, okay. Watch, because my cousin Keon fought that night. So we were there and I was wrapping his hands. We watching it. And my father was like, gotta get that boy's props. That boy handled it well. He handled it because of the way, because y'all gotta understand, like I've been hurt like that before, guys. If you really about this, you got your ego under control, you tell the truth to yourself. You know when you've been buzzed, things like, and it's about how you respond. And he responded well and closed the show. So I give you your props on that, because there's plenty of guys I know that was talented that did not react well.
I appreciate that. I can't really say what made. I just put tested to my training and just how I was raised. Like I knew in my head when I got hit like that, it was more so I was embarrassed. Like, nigga, he hit
for
me.
What?
What you mean? He hit me at this. I feel like this is my city. Like this, you know what I'm saying? When I fight, I bring, y'all know, I bring the city out. Yeah. So when the city come to see me, so when I'm like, he done hit me like this in front of my friends. Yeah. So I'm like, man. So when I came back, I'm like, once I got my feet, I'm like, oh no, I gotta get this back. Like, so it was like, it wasn't even about, and I knew he wasn't better than me. It wasn't. It just, I got careless. So I wasn't tripping off. Once I got back in there, and I'm like, okay, I saw what was going on, and he touched me. He touched me again. And I'm like, oh no, I'm good. Like, oh, I ain't tripping on this. Oh, nah, it's over. And then he started to back up. I was like, oh, okay, that's how I knew. And I finished this show like I was supposed to. But I mean, it took me a while. You know what I'm saying? It took me a while to really get all the way back to like together. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you get hit like
recover,
that, your confidence take a little shot.
Yeah.
Because everything you feel like you knew, you like, oh, am I really? You start to question yourself when you get hit like that. But that's every fighter. Every fighter that look themselves in the mirror like, oh yeah. When you got hit like that, it's because one of them shots, those is one of them shots when you get hit like that, you don't feel it.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, indeed. Man, what?
I'm trying to tell you.
Man, what?
You don't feel it. Like, you don't feel it. It's a solid. And that's how I know I know when I'm sparring, if I hit somebody and I don't feel it hit their jaw, I just feel it. I'm like, oh, they knocked out. It's over.
Right. Or you feel that jolt go up your whole forearm to your elbow. Like, God.
So like I never felt the shot. The shot, I just knew everything. It just
goes from this to
that. It went. It was
like
going,
that.
It was gone.
Yeah.
It was black, and then when my eyes back open, everything was like
a
diagonal.
Whoop,
everything was diagonal. And then by the time I realized I was falling, I'm like, hold, let me put this kickstand down. And that's how my leg went out. And I'm like, all right, okay. Then I got myself back together. I remember it was Cunningham. Cunningham was the ref. And when I stepped up, I was still hurt. But I stepped up and I managed to keep my balance while he was looking. And as soon as he turned his head, I tilted over like a mud. But then when he came at me, it was just my instincts kicked in. Like I seen what all the great fighters do.
Right.
Touch them, they get hit, hold. Get yourself
walk them, get more space.
Get more space.
That's smart. Using every second you got to get your
recuperation. Hey, you got no other damage, and that Rose Carver ain't small as shit.
Yeah, man. I'm my
son.
God.
Hey, real quick though. So you got a lot of fans in the chat right now. You got Cardinal Star Homeman.
Oh yeah.
DJ Next of Ken.
Oh yeah.
UL Ivan. Squeezy TV in here. Holiday Season 44.
We shout out.
Yeah, Latoya Gray in here.
Oh, that's
Jasmine Davis.
Okay.
Yeah, man, the chat going crazy. Everybody in here for Scooter.
Okay.
Indeed. Also, guys, we got the phone number posted. If you guys want to call into the show and talk to Scooter, ask him any questions you guys may have for him, or just holler at him. Call into the show. This your time to shine. But I like to ask questions because we all know you. And I was telling him before you came in, you got fans all over the country. Like one of my homeboys I played football with in college, he know you. He knew you before I knew you. Yeah, he was telling me about you, and I said, "Y'all already know him."
That's crazy.
I
sometimes I be on. I don't know what happened. Like my Instagram really kind of just blew up this year.
Yeah.
And I really just people was like ask me how you do it. I'm like, I just post what I do at the gym. Like I don't even. And it's not like a set thing. Like I gotta get a video.
At this point in time, algorithm.
I swear it's really. All I do is we'll do something. I might get a combination with Bug or something hitting the bag or you know what I'm saying, running. I go live with my people on. You know what I'm saying, when I'm running and just, you know what I'm saying, give them motivation, talk to them.
Yeah.
And then as I just start posting videos, I just start climbing. So then I'm like, all right, let me try to look official. I'm like, all right, let me start really trying to get followers and putting content out there.
Yeah.
But then it got to the point where it was like, when I tried to put content out there, I'm like, it's not working. I'm like,
yeah.
So I'm like, let me just be me.
Kind of like knockouts. Like, we go looking forward, it don't happen.
Exactly. So I'm like, man, let me just be me. So I just I really just said, forget it. I'm going to just be me. I'm gonna be authentic. I'm gonna be me. With Scooter like, that's how I started saying. Started saying the Shock season. Start calling myself Mr. Shock. You know what I'm saying? Just that whole brand and got all that together. And people just follow. Like I really can't. I appreciate everybody that's tuned in right now. Like, man, they just actually support me. Like, really, it's my family, my friends, my family. Like everybody in that chat is all family.
Giselle Green just came and I see you cause you're a future champ.
All of them. It's all family. Like people be like, oh yeah, Scooter got fans, but really probably 90-95% of that is family.
Mm-hmm.
They just everybody come out to see me, and then they got it's since word of mouth. Then it's people that's boxer fans told a friend, and then it become like that. But I don't know how the people out of like I be getting people from Brazil, Argentina. They be wanting me to send them shirts and stuff. I'm like, wow, like I didn't know that I was that big of a deal on Instagram or people would know me. That's my whole goal. Like my whole goal, I ain't never get into this to be no national champion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't get them said again. I ain't get into this to be no national champion. Cause I know dudes that have been 13, 14 time national champion. And they ain't did nothing in the pros.
Mm-hmm.
What did you make from that? What did you profit from that? You just got a little belt. I got belts. Got a title. We got a little medal. I got a medal. I got in this to be a professional boxer, to be a world champion. My mouth to God's is undisputed world champion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's the hunger I got. It was never about these tournaments. These silver gloves, golden gloves, junior Olympics, USA Nationals, platinum gloves, anything that I fought in, that was just for some work. Mm-hmm. I never cared about what the judges said or none of that. I don't care. I never care about what the judge said. So because if they say, I'm like, I will. Because that fighter know. When I look in your soul, you know it's a shock over here. Yeah, like that's how I look at fight. Like I look into their soul. Like man, you ain't ready to be here.
Yeah, for sure.
You people gassed you up. Mm-hmm. Like even like I know we now we can get into the fight. Like they come on man. We watched that. We can watch this fight 3,000 times.
Yeah,
I broke him down. But
wait, the first one we was on when you got hurt or the
no?
Do you want to talk about that fight?
Yeah,
it's up to you.
Yeah,
okay.
Wait, Makai?
Yeah,
the Makai fight.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't feel.
I got you. I don't want to rub nobody the wrong way, nothing like that.
Nah. That fight was first of all, Makai's a hell of a fighter. Like, me and Makai been doing this since we was young. Like it's not like we just ran into it. Like since we was about. I've been fighting his brother Khalil. Like you know what I'm saying. We was rumbling and then Makai got big and you know what I'm saying. So and Baker, those my people. You know what I'm saying.
Baker.
Every time I see Baker, I tell Baker to come up all them shoes. Like,
man, that's like
that's
saying
that's so I fuck with them. It's like, but it's when I like fighting is a different mode. You know what I'm saying. When it's time to like, I go into a different mode. I'm a killer. Like I'm not playing with you in here. Cause you trying to take my life, you trying to take money out of my pocket. That's how I feel. Cause when it's different, I got more to lose than anybody. Like when I lose, it's different. That's like I said, the upset and all. It's different when I lose. I got all this riding on me. My stock, people signing me or this or I got all that. So when people get that fight with me, it's like they gonna bring their A game. Every time somebody fight me, they gonna bring their A+ game.
Yeah, for sure.
It's nothing. So I don't know the last time I fought quote unquote duck. I can't tell you. I went on a run. Really, I was really on a run since I was 11 years old. That was the first fight I lost.
Damn.
At home.
Right.
9 years.
God,
I went on a run.
Right.
My record is 158-17.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So I've been doing this for a long time, fighting all these different styles. So it's like I don't be tripping off what they gotta say because I done lost fights against the number one people in the country, and I know I beat him. He look at me and tell me I beat him.
Yeah.
It is. Like, again, you gotta remember, it's opinionated. Like, as much as we want to say this, it's still up into somebody's opinion.
Yeah, right. For sure.
1, 2, 3, it's 5 judges run ring. 5 people make their own opinion, and what they say goes. They not superior to the world. They don't got no extra info. They just judges. So they gave their opinion. It's okay. Do I have to agree with their opinion? No.
Hell no. Right.
But I know. But the fight. One thing. That's why I don't care about their opinion. What I do care about is when that fight. When I look in that fighter's soul, like he look at me, give me that look, like when I saw that night, he gave me that look. He knew. He knew. He knew.
Right.
Even shout out to his father. But his father knew too. I looked at him too. Wow, he knew.
Yeah.
Talking about the fight, man, I just feel like I broke him down. I broke him down, but only thing I will say is that I fought him like a pro. I fought him like a pro. That's all. Mm-hmm. So sometimes fighting like a pro in the amateurs,
they don't like that all the time.
Yeah,
they don't like that.
So I look and I broke, like when you talk about ring generalship, you talking about controlling the pace. I boxed when I wanted to box. I moved. I hunted when I made the fight. You know what I'm saying? I landed the harder punches. I landed the more effective punches.
Yeah.
He threw. Yes, he threw, but it's amateur. And he threw some nice shots. Not saying that he taking nothing away from him, but come on.
Overall, you just feel like
like it was a great fight. That's one of the best fights I've been in. Him and it's up there with him and Jalil. It was one of the most action-packed fights. But it was, you know what I'm saying? I'm not taking nothing away, but I already knew. Like, and he started to break. Like, if you started to see, if you watched the second to the third round, the third round he came in, he had a nice flurry in the beginning, like about 15 seconds. Again, I feel like that's not a rookie move, but that's a rookie move. Most people, everybody know that third round. Oh, go get it, and they come out, and he did that, and that's why I was looking crazy, like, you better than it. Like, you more experienced, and he did it, and then he gassed out, like he just didn't have no more. He didn't want to fight on the inside no more, and then from that point on, from 2:45 in a round until it was over, I dominated the third round. Dominated. When I hit him with body shots, he moved. Only thing I think he caught me with a jab or here and there, but I out jabbed him the entire fight. He the taller man. This is facts. I'm just not in my opinion.
Well, people don't know that are just watching. When you a fighter and you're taught as a taller fighter not to let no shorter man out jab you, because the length and them getting punched down on.
Let me explain.
They're trying to get inside.
Right, go ahead.
But more so, I out jabbed him. I feel like I out threw him. I was hustling. It was when I smiled, I was laughing, like truly, like when the fight was over, like it was fun. It was a good fight. I had no doubt in my mind, like, oh, they was gonna give it to him. No, and I know you feel some type of way because you said you thought he was gonna get robbed.
I really did. I thought it was
very cool.
No, we gonna have a discussion about it. Like, oh, before I tell you a funny story, like this about a few years back, my father was like, guy was like, I think I'm ready for that. Like, I don't know if you saw it in the interview. He was like, man, my father said, man, you got too many flaws right now. You need to tighten up before you get ready to fight Scooter, man. If you really want to do that. And this was like a few years back.
The crazy thing is, I'm had to watch my words. I don't know if they want me to say certain stuff on the camera, but he kind of they told me like some years ago, like I fought Khalil.
Yeah.
And Khalil stopped boxing. And after that, I think Phil came up and they sparred. I gave him work. And he came to me and we was talking. And Phil came to me looking, he was like, you the reason why I pushed my son so hard. I was like, why? He was like, because you made my other son stop boxing. I'm like, so when he told me that let me know that, like, oh no, they coming for me. Regardless of what we talking about, it's not beef.
No, it's just a competitive thing.
Like,
they want to,
they're
trying to get that win back.
Yeah, like I gotta go get that back for Big Bro. That's how I knew that's what it was on his mind. So I was like, oh, I knew this was coming. I just didn't know when it was gonna be. I knew he was gonna try or ask for it. I just was like, I thought, in my mind, I'm like, I'm probably gonna be far gone by the time he get ready or he really want to step up to fight. I'm gonna be gone, which he pretty much almost missed me. He really did, but I mean, he stepped up before. I mean, it was cool, but I mean, it's not nothing that I would be like, oh, I got to do that again.
Yeah,
cause I proved, like, and everybody saw what happened in there.
But between y'all, it's straight. Y'all ain't got no beef.
It's just competition.
That's just competitive. I don't have no. That's one thing. Another thing. Let me get this record. I don't have no beef with none of these boxers.
It's competition. We all grew up around each other. It's competition.
I don't have beef with not near one. People done tried to put beef between me and a lot of people.
Oh, I know.
Because I'm in certain gyms. Because I don't fought and. Whole time why they think we beefing, me and the person probably playing the game together or something.
And that's why I asked, because a lot of people outside of like people who know boxing, know you guys personally, they were asking me and stuff like, oh, you heard about Scooter loss and it's different talks. I'm like, nah, I'm pretty sure he ain't on no beef. Like I need my revenge type shit. It ain't even like that. So
they called for try to get the rematch. They want me to do the rematch. No, I'm not. Why?
Yeah,
I'm gone. I'm out of here.
Right. So you offering $1 million and some undisputed belts on the line?
No.
That's why I asked that question. Just to clear it for everybody else that don't know y'all personally. That ain't no beef.
Yeah, Makai even said that on the air.
He did. Yeah.
Right.
I didn't even really watch the whole podcast. I watched what he said. But nah, everything he said is a fact. Like,
y'all straight.
Saying we straight. I don't have like after the fight. You know what I'm saying?
You pulling the mess off that court.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, squeeze this.
After the fight, like he came over there, dapped me up. He was chilling with my family and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's love.
It's not like we over here beefing. I don't have beef with none of these guys. A lot of these dudes want to have something with me. I don't know, but again, like I said, I'm the top dog.
You're at the top.
When you the top dog, when I say I'm the top dog, like I'm the top dog to the point where I got the notoriety. People come out to see me. Mm-hmm. I guess I'm highly rated in the country.
Highly touted.
Highly touted in the country.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, I'm the measuring stick.
That's perfect.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the measuring stick. If you're not here, then you gonna get ran over. That's how they feel. So everybody like I said, everybody brings their A game when they fight me. Mm-hmm. So that's why I just gotta stay on point at all times. Like just because you got one, I know everybody gonna get a workout a day. All right, cool. I'm gonna do 2.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta be on my toes because everybody is gunning for me. They looking for me to slip. The one time I slip, that's when they gonna be ready. They gonna be ready to talk. Oh, I told you he wasn't this. Oh, I told you this. That's you know.
But you also gotta know that's if there's any consolation to you, you gotta know that's gonna come from people who don't know what that 3 minutes can feel like.
Yeah, I don't. Again, you don't have people. One thing I always say, like my father always. Like we always reiterate to each other, like, man, don't nobody opinion matter to me, but the ones that live in my house, the ones that's in my gym. Truly, honestly, truly. Like, I mean, like I said, I respect y'all opinion. Yeah, I respect it. Like I will listen to you and hear it, but it does not move me in a way that's gonna make me feel no type of way. I don't care.
Indeed,
because it's opinion. It's what you think,
and if you're not coming, without no malice, whatever, you just talking, then it's just, respect. I see what you're saying, but I disagree with you. You move forward.
People can't, but a lot of people, I realize people can't.
They can't, no, especially in this era.
They can't accept when you disagree with them, it's like, what?
Man, you did, man, but oh yeah, you see that on Instagram in the boxing forums all day. Like, watch this, y'all. Just act natural. So when it came to the fight with Makai, I was like, you have to be on point because you're gonna sit down on that double hook. So, and if you're gonna sit on the inside, these are things I'm thinking, talking about my father or whatever, and I felt it was close, but I understood if they went either way, and I was like, okay, I think he may have did enough. Only thing I think he may have did enough, and but it's a good, especially now I think he may have did enough, but they might rob him I think he may have did a little bit enough to get it. But he didn't blow you out. I don't want you to think that that's what the hell I meant. Man, okay. That's what I thought. I ain't think he blew you out.
I know you ain't crazy. I knew it was a competitive fight. That's what I was gonna say. I'm not, when I say that's what I thought. When I say I feel like I won. Like it don't matter if it's a blowout or I feel like I won. Yeah, it was a competitive fight.
I just thought you thought like, I hope he didn't think I thought like, nah, man. I didn't think you got blew out.
I knew you didn't think I got blew out, but I didn't. I'm telling you in front of everybody, I know I didn't lose that fight. So y'all can say whatever. People could, man. When I got people from like the top dog. I ain't gonna say I don't want to put name. When I got the top dogs in the game, in the pro boxing game, looking at my fights, telling me you won that fight easy. I don't care.
No,
because that's where I'm trying to go.
Exactly.
That's why. So my next thing's out. I'm just gonna say it right now. Y'all will never see me in a headgear ever again.
I knew that was coming though.
It's over. I will be turning pro now.
Indeed.
Officially. Y'all heard it here. First, officially, I will be turning pro. No more amateurs, no tournaments, no none of that.
Sure. I mean, be honest with you, bro. I'm happy for you.
Appreciate it.
Because like you said earlier, I'm be honest with you, I knew I knew it just from watching how your skills progress over the past, I want to say 2 years, but that day was coming around the corner like this past year, especially with certain skill sets I saw you doing in the ring. Like, yeah, he's fighting more like a pro. It's coming around the corner.
I always feel like even when I was young, like 8, 9 years old, like I always like when you that young, it's a minute rounds.
Yeah,
and I was
the good old days.
I wish I could go out there, go give a flurry and get out.
Get out.
But my coach Flip Johnson, he always used to tell me.
Yes, indeed, legendary Flip Johnson.
And that's why I wanted to get that Golden Glove title for him. He was one of the only DC fighters that got the Golden Glove championship. Him, Chop, and it's a couple other people and from that era that got that one. You know, saying the Golden Glove. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to win it for him, but it's cool. My path is different, but
until you got plenty more, he proud of you for anyway.
Yeah, of course, he always proud of me. But he always told me like, boy, when you get to 2 minutes, you're gonna be this. Boy, when you get to 3 minutes, you're gonna be this. Because you get to take your time. I always been. That was at the beginning there when I was 9 years old. Then when it became 10, 11, 12, I really started sitting down on my shots, started understanding. I was like, I've never been a fast-paced fighter. Like,
thinking 2 moves ahead.
Yeah, listen, I'm always 2 steps ahead of when I'm fighting somebody. If somebody catch me now, it's because I was thinking too far ahead and I was sitting there stuck or something. But that's only in sparring. When I'm full tilt, like in that mode,
everything flows.
Everything flowing, man. It's nothing. I don't feel like when I'm at my 100%, I'm at my best. Ain't nobody better than me. Because of the things they can't do everything I can do. You might can match me on something. You might have the same type of speed, or you might have the power or something like that. But you ain't got the speed and the power and the swivel movement. You ain't got to be able to box on the outside, the footwork, to be able to feint. You ain't got none of those. You don't know how to level change. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to, catch and counter, catch and cuff. None of that. Like, people, it's a lot of things I do in the ring, set traps. It's a lot of things. A lot of fighters are good fighters, but they don't think. When you fight, I know I get in the ring, I know a fighter's a thinker. I can look into your eyes and be fighting. I'm like, oh, no, he thinking about with something. He trying to set something up. Some fighters just go in there naturally, program, beginning around, jab, jab. You ain't think about that. That's just you programmed to do that because that's the first thing. I like to see a fighter when he come out, he take a little circle, walk a little bit. That's how I know. That's how I know you really you really something. So if you see me a lot of times when I fight now, if y'all gonna pay attention to me now, when I get in the ring, I be full tilt. I'm in that mode. I'm looking at them, and when we start fighting, I get into get my swivel, start doing my thing, and I shake my head like, you ain't got it.
I've seen you do that.
Ain't got it. It's real. I can catch it real fast. One thing I'm great at doing is reading people. I can read body language, and God bless me with the ability to move away from punches. I don't know what it is. It's just a reaction. Like I can feel them. Yeah. Anybody that really, really been around me, been in the gym, I gave y'all a little taste of it that last fight, but I've never showed my swivel game, like the ability to not get hit and counter off of it is unbelievable. One of my old coaches, Sean Johnson, he used to always tell me about it. He loved my swivel game. So he always praising me on it. So I wanted to give a shout out to him.
For sure.
Yeah, I was just hanging with him.
Yeah, man. It's just I got so many gears. He can again talking about Sean. He called me. He said I'm a race car. Like I got gears. So like people, you know what I'm saying? Some people
him, yeah.
Some people could put it in 2, some people could put it in 3, but they ain't got 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So and that's how. And when he said that when I was younger, and I didn't really understand it until I'm 20 now. My mind really started to mature when I really turned 19. I really started getting it, but my mind is mature now. I'm really starting to see like, okay, yeah. Now I know when I get in the ring, ain't nobody better than me.
Yeah, for sure.
Like truly. I've been even when going in the ring sparring Tank multiple times.
I seen that one.
Like, you were there.
Yeah, that one time I was there.
Yeah. Okay, I forgot you were there. You came with,
I came with Jeff.
Yep, you was there.
Yeah.
Man, and remember how he came out? You can attest to it, man. He came out. So if y'all and people don't know, this is the first time I'm talking about it live. When I sparred Tank, he the type fighter like he gonna see what you working with. Yeah. Like I just said, he gonna come see what you working with. He ain't gonna. And when he see what you working with, he gonna throw something hard, fast. Like when you one of the young boys or one like us, he gonna throw something hard real fast. And he gonna see how you take the punch. If you take it and dump back, then he gonna give you a nod like, oh yeah, nah, now he know. So when he threw some shit, and man, and I say that thing hurt. But I'm when I'm in a ring, I don't feel it for real. Like,
right, the adrenaline.
The adrenaline for real.
And the focus.
Yeah, I'm so locked in. So he threw his shot, I took it, and I threw mine back when I touched him. So when I touched him, it was like, okay. And now he knew I was for real, like, oh yeah, nah, this homeboy for real. Then at that point he started asking, we started getting more work. Like, saying every time we spot, we was getting more work. Then it started going 6 rounds straight, saying 8 rounds. It was like, oh wow. So then I had really like, I'm like, oh. I'm sparring Gervonta Davis every day. Like, hold on, so my confidence at that time was through the roof.
Yeah, for sure.
Through the roof.
What's some things you took from Tank from those sparring sessions? You learned from him.
He's very patient.
The
people don't give him no credit for.
Thank you. Thank you.
Credit.
And then they think because we grew up around here, around them, more like me in the amateurs with them, but you in the gym with them, they thinking we being biased. No, we're not.
In the gym, even being in the gym with him is okay, but it's different when you in the ring.
Yeah,
when you get in the ring with him, you really see he is aware of everything. He know everything that's going on. He know what his brother's saying over there, messing, laughing.
Yeah.
He see what his coach doing over here. The towel. He see who on the ring. He know everything that's going on, and he focus on you. He's amazing.
Underrated IQ.
And he knows his range. And what a lot of people don't know that he don't fight small. Like I'm about 5'9", 5'10". When I'm sparring Tank, I'm like, why I look like we kind of eye level? I'm like, I know I'm tall, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm tall for my weight class. I'm like, why I look like we eye level? But then when you look at him, he don't fight small. So when people think like, oh yeah, he's short, no. When you get him, he's looking right at you, and his arms is not short. So it ain't like, oh, you gonna keep him at the end of this jab. He's so explosive. Like one move is like this, and you like, whoa. Yeah. And you even if he missed, you heard it go. Like, oh, hold on, let me get right. But
there's only a few pros that could do that too.
It was amazing. Like it was amazing to be with him. You know what I'm saying? Him reposting me, doing things for me. That was just amazing experience. I went out to camp with him in Florida for that for a cruise.
It was a cruise, right?
Yeah, we went came to that camp and he flew us out. We was out there training with him, running and doing all. It was just amazing. Like that was just a great experience. Yeah. So shout out to Tank.
It's probably safe to say that experience even wanted you to turn pro even more, huh? Prepped you more.
Actually, if you want, Big Bro was the one to tell me wait.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, Big Bro was the one to tell me wait. Cause I asked him when we was by ourselves, like, what you think? This and that. He was like, take your time. He's like, take your time. He's like, take your time. He was like, you gonna get everything you need because you got the skills at the time to determine it. He's like, take your time. It ain't no rush. Because when you get there, you're gonna be a full developed man. And you're gonna know everything that's going on. You're gonna need nobody to do nothing for you. Instead of getting it when you're young and people try to take advantage from you. Yeah. So he was like, okay. So when I heard that, it just gave me more like, okay. Cool. And I've always been a patient person because it's a lot of my peers that done turned pro and got good deals and all that. And I had never been in the point to be like, oh, I gotta rush because they doing it. Like, yeah, I'm happy for y'all. Like now, the fact that we the pro ranks is totally different. Amateurs is cool. Like it's different. In amateurs, you gonna fight one of your one of your friends or like that's like it's just friendly competition. But in the pros, I'm not trying to fight none of these dudes from the city. Like, I'm not trying to take no money out y'all pocket.
Right.
That don't make no sense. It makes zero sense. Like, let's go get them West Coast, you know what I'm saying, people. Let's go dog them. I'm not trying to take no money out nobody that's in my city. Because we need to make the city great again. That's the problem. We all against each other.
I was going to ask you that. If you can elaborate on that, how do you bring the city together?
Man, the best way I can is I try to tell everybody, support Shock Season. When Shock Season come to town, come support. Come out. I want to start some, some nonprofit things, little boxing things to start doing and get people out, stop the violence of the shooting, everybody. Right.
I think she was talking about doing something similar too.
Yeah, no, me and him.
Y'all like brothers, huh?
Yeah, so and then that's I be saying me and bro, his birthday is July 4th, my birthday July 7th, so we cancel boys.
Mine July 3rd.
Oh my man.
Yeah. We in there. We in there.
So. Yeah, so we always thinking of like, shout out She, that's my boy. He waiting on me to come home play 2K. Man.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm just blessed to be in the position I'm in. I really when I really sat back and really saw like everything that that's in my way and everything I've been through and I've seen and you know what I'm saying, talking to B-Hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Having like one-on-one conversations. Like, and it's fit. Like, I'm like, oh, this Bernard Hopkins. Talking to Joe Tessitore, like, like that's the person I hear on Fight Night. Like, I'm. You know
this is Joe Tessitore here tonight on.
Man, when he did, I told him to do the voice. He had me, man. I was speechless. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is people I've grown up with. Like, I just had Sugar Ray Leonard just follow me on the gram yesterday. You know what I mean? That's Sugar Ray Leonard. That's I was so, man, I cried.
Damn.
Listen, because that's the reason why I fight. Like, before it was like I love Mayweather when he was fighting, but Sugar Ray Leonard was
something different, man. Something different.
And he was from here.
Right.
That's the best thing about it. That's my favorite fighter. He was from here.
So in my line, when you watch his O's, especially when he had the afro, when he come out the entranceway, don't you just see just the aura of Chocolate City? Like when you hear older people talk about Chocolate City, like when you see him come out the entranceway, it's just the whole aura of him, just like you just said, Chocolate City, dog.
To him today, announcing him the way they say his name, Sugar Ray
Leonard. That pause in between,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my favorite fight. Like, I was just so, it was surreal, man. Like, dang, it's just crazy. Like, I'm just so happy that I'm just getting the recognition I deserve because I worked so hard for it, and I'm not done. I think it's just a scratch. Like, that's what made me like, I'm just starting. They don't even understand. Like, again, I just turned 20. It's September. My birthday was just in July.
Right.
Like, I ain't even got started yet. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of things. And you know what I'm saying, putting a lot of other people in a position. So because we gonna do this, we gonna be great. Like I'm creating generational wealth.
Speak on it.
Like I got the power to see. I got the following. I got the youngest following me. Even the older people, you know what I'm saying, they mess with me. It's like, all right, I could do this. Like I could be that next one. For our city. Like DC ain't like Tank is in Baltimore, but DC ain't had a star, like a real star in a long time. In any real sport, like really like a star, like that everybody, and I got the star power to do it. It's all about my faith and my belief in God and trusting in my abilities, and I could do it, and I know I could do it. I'm going to do it, and I want everybody to tune in to me doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well said.
That's the best thing. That's how I'm on there. I'm on everything positive. I don't have nothing negative for nobody. None of these guys that want to beef. There's a lot of dudes that want to beef with me just because. You mean I got a little platform. They feel like, and I'm a regular kid. You know what I'm saying? I do what I'm supposed to. I still gotta go take out the trash.
Man, what? Who you telling?
You know what I'm saying? I still gotta do all my pot, clean my room, do all. You know what I'm saying?
That don't end no matter how old you get.
It don't matter. So like, and people be looking at me like I'm just such this, and I'm looking at y'all like, man, all that. I'm a boxer.
Yeah, bro, man, indeed. What? Man, what?
Hey, we got a question in the chat for you right here. It says, have you thought about life outside of boxing in the future yet? Would you still incorporate boxing in the same way, whether that be owning your own gym, training, etc.?
Training, see, that's the thing. I'm gonna hold off on training,
right?
I don't want to say that now. That's you start saying that when you're done. I ain't nowhere near thinking about training. I ain't. But I will say I got an eye for. I know the game. If you ask anybody that's around me, they're gonna say Scooter's gonna tell you that when it's time for Pat or you know what I'm saying, or even Tank, like or you know what I'm saying, my man Tap Williams, he in there with us. Even anybody that's been around me, that's in the gyms, they know like Scooter gonna call something out. Like he gonna tell you this what it is. If I mess with you and I want you to see you succeed, I'm gonna tell you what they doing. I'm gonna break stuff down and I don't know. I got a way of words just to be able to you know what I'm saying, get to somebody. Yeah. So they can understand fully what I'm saying. Even especially with boxing, like I can articulate it. It's a certain language. You know
I feel you on that.
So I would probably, I don't know. But definitely I would want to commentate some stuff.
I could see you doing that.
I love that. Like I remember I was at the DAZN fights with Franchon Cruz. Yeah. And I was
shout out Big Sis.
Yeah. Shout out Big Mama. She took me out there, you know what I'm saying? And she shouted me out when she won the belt. Shout out to her. But yeah, I went out there and I was looking at people around me. I'm talking and I'm breaking down the fight as I'm watching. And it's like a crowd around me. They looking at me like, what you think? I'm like, oh man, y'all was listening. And I was just I started giving my point of view on what was going on. And people were just like, dang, you knew what you was talking about. And then when everything started happening, it was like, dang, you knew. And I was like, oh, I'm just a boxer. Like I'm trained to know this. I see it. I know it. I know. That's what I was trained to do all my life. So
yeah,
I definitely want to do that. And without boxing, other than boxing, I'm in the real estate.
Okay.
I'm in real estate.
That's
school.
huge. That's smart. That's real smart.
So that's what I do on my side. I'm a part-time boxer. And I'm in real estate school.
Businessman. Yes, sir.
Yeah, because
that's awesome, man. You only 20. That's awesome. I love to hear that.
Oh, yeah,
especially on them time. I be telling fighters that, like, dog, when you those moments when in between fights, can you imagine you resting and let's say the opponent falls out, whatever, you still knocking on the door getting the rent money, and you use that rent money to pay your rent money on time. You know, so
my mother and father won't even allow me to be like they the type of parents where like you gonna do something, and boxing ain't enough.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I need to find something that was gonna be flexible and that I like though, because you don't want to do. Who wants to be stuck doing something they don't like?
Exactly.
So I'm like, okay, what's something I could do? And then I realized I love talking to people, real articulate. I could talk. I love smiling. I'm like, okay, somebody was like, sales. I'm like, all right, sell what though? And I was thinking, I'm like, okay, what can I do, this and that? And then real estate school popped up on something. I forgot, it was like something on my phone. And my dad, as soon as I saw it, my dad had said it. I said, "Oh, that's it.
That's the sign right there."
So after that, I've been on it. You know, so that's me, man. I'm a simple person, man. I don't do too much. I don't go out. I ain't no party person.
Ain't nothing out there for you.
Yeah, same way.
All I do is not be in the house. I just told you she waiting on me to come home and play the game.
Yeah,
man. I go to the gym. I coach 7U football, Merlin Elite.
I was about to ask you that. Miss Keisha 277 said, also shout out to you coaching your youth football team, giving back to the youth in your spare time.
That's my mom.
That's your mom. Yeah.
But yeah, of course, I coach my youngest on my spare time Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. So I'm good.
That just shut me up because I was just about to say, if you do want to train boxing, you got the patience, because I ain't got the patience for it, but he got the patience for it because he just said 7U.
Yeah, I was coaching. I coached my first year coaching was last year's 6U, so I was coaching 6-year-olds. So man, you see them playing with their boogers and watching.
Yo.
So I mean, but I think that's a lot of things. I take everything into boxing. Like people don't understand. Like if I learn patience in the ring, ain't nothing gonna frustrate me or nothing gonna get me out of that. I can stay calm. I know how to be composed when even to get my point of view off, even in a conversation. You know how hard it is to get your point of view off to a 7-year-old, to get them to understand.
I coach him too. I coach football too. At that level, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard
to get them to do exactly what you're saying. So you got to break it down in a certain way. You can't get mad because you're a loser kid. You know what I'm saying? So you got to talk to them a certain way. So everything, I love it. Those are my youngest. We just beat the national champs just last week.
Shit.
So we the ones.
That's what's up.
We really the ones. Y'all gotta go check out.
I'm definitely trying to check it out. Yeah,
sure.
So you feel like, because I heard you say that, you know, this has been amateur was cool, but this was always, you know, the end goes to turn pro and everything. So it's easy to say, let's get past the other part. Like you already know skill sets already adjusting to all that, you know, and I know what it's like to grow up in the gym with pros, and you kind of fight like a pro from the jump. You know, so what part, and then you watch tape. What parts, so you always gonna feel like there's something that you can add to the game, and then, you know, and being another complete pro. You know, as you move forward.
Oh, always. It's always things that you can work on. That's how we went back to the fundamentals. Like,
thank you.
That's when I went when we finally said, when me and Coach B finally said, like, all right, we're gonna do this. It's time. We sat in the car, we talked. Like me, him, and my father. All right, it's time. Cool. When I got back to the gym on that Monday, I was throwing jabs and right hands all day. Jab, step with your jab. Back like when we was young, step. I'm like, I'm bored. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been doing this. This is what I was doing back at, 8, 7 years old. I'm doing this at 20. But then when I started to see, he started every day. We progressively got more, kept going over, kept going over. I'm like, oh, repetition. That's he want to keep doing it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. So then when I started seeing, then I started sparring. I started realizing what I was working on was translating, and it was doing the identical.
Yep.
I'm like, oh yeah,
shooting it at every angle,
man.
Change level. But let me ask you, what's another reason? I got a reason for you too, but because I want to see what you're gonna say. What's another reason you think they taught you it?
Why the fundamentals?
Back on the fundamentals.
It's just you always going. That's what's going to get you. That's what's going to win you the fight, even in the tough fights.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? When you fight tough fights, you're gonna have to go back to the fundamentals. Sometimes, even in them later rounds, when them legs is tired, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to. It's like, all right, you got to get back to learn how to jab. Right, can you win this fight with this jab? Can you win when your right hand broke?
Look at Tank. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Can you jab your way out of it? Can you move? Can you move both sides? Some fighters, I know some fighters that can't.
They cannot do it.
They cannot fight. We say it all the time. We be like, step to your right. I mean, they can't go to their left.
Yeah.
A lot of fighters can't go. Orthodox fighters can't.
And they freeze. You'll step over and they freeze.
And their punch count just go down like they're not comfortable. And then you can throw whatever off that angle. And I'm realizing like, and I'm just so fortunate that I had so many people to just to teach me how to fight that way. Like that wasn't you know, I learned that. That didn't just
naturally happen. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I learned that. So and that was from every teacher that I had teaching me in this boxing. Every teacher taught me how to box, how to keep my hands up, how to keep my head offline. Well, some more taught me more than others, but I know every coach I had definitely taught me how to keep my hands up, head offline, and know how to go both ways.
And you know, to your point, like when I just seen all times you step with my Uncle Jay or my dad say, man, you ain't step over to the right. And I see it, step over, and they walk right into the brick, right into it.
People don't, that a lot, again, I can't stress this enough. A lot of dudes do not think when they're fighting. I'm telling you, I'm as much as it sounds, they fight off of just instinct. They do what they feel is necessary, but they're not thinking. They're not thinking about, oh, I'm about to do this. He about to do, oh, let me throw this. Like they're not setting nothing up. They're not thinking.
And they're not used to being comfortable.
Yeah, of course. A lot,
you know.
Of course. When you fight a top fighter, you're not gonna be comfortable regardless. At the beginning of the round, you're not gonna be comfortable because they at their best and I'm at my best. So you gotta stab. Yeah, y'all tight. Y'all trying to figure out what's going on. Where's the code? It's like I can say cracking the code. How can I crack this code? It's like a safe.
Right.
I gotta put this combination in. But they tell me I'm a sir. They like I use the drill. I use a drill. I'm gonna unscrew all these bolts. All right, okay. All right. I might look at a fighter like, okay, you got a good jab. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So I gotta take that jab away from him. How am I gonna take this jab away from him? Okay, let me keep him off balance.
Feign him. See if he reacts.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he reacting. Oh, okay.
There you go. You stop him, and once you get one opening, okay, he feint. He reacted. Okay, I'll unscrew that bolt. I know I can get him with a feint.
Yeah.
Okay, let's feint and then jab. Oh, he don't like that. Oh, it's messing up his timing. Or let's step to.
Oh, he putting his chin over his knee when he pull up tight. When he put the ear muscle on. He put his chin over his knee.
See, all it take you to do one thing.
Yeah, especially in the pro game.
One time.
I'm glad you saying that.
I pick it up on it so fast.
I'm glad you saying that, man, because a lot of casuals, they watch that in the first round or two. Like, man, it's boring, man. UFC this, UFC. But they don't understand how much is going into those first couple rounds, mentally, physically. They don't the sweet science, man. So I'm glad you breaking it down so they can understand what's really going on in those moments, man.
I got two joints for you. First, I'm gonna go back to what you said about the fundamentals. You know why? Another reason why I think Barry Bull told you, because like my father always would say, all that slick shit is nice, but do you have a jab? Bro, do you have a jab? And
YG Pat in the chat.
Papa Pat, Big Hat Pat, that's my boy.
You know, like you change the angles on the jet head, you know, head, whatever. And also because, and I want to make sure I look directly when I tell you this, you got guys that when they get older to 33, 34, let's say if all the amateur fights catch up to them, all the sparring catch up, whatever. That's when you learn if a dude really can fight or not. Because, like, look at Bernard, look at B-Hop. Because as soon as he got,
I see where you're going with it.
Jab, all of those things.
What he's saying, y'all, if y'all don't understand, he's saying that basically, see, when you in your 20s, you in your prime. You get away, like, case in point, you want to know somebody that I say that got away with, you saying their athletic ability?
Roy.
All day. Oh, my God.
Man, what?
Oh, my God.
What?
Listen, I study tape. I love Roy. Roy is a hell of a fighter.
Hell yeah.
But I studied.
10th of a second. He lost a 10th of a second. Yeah. That's all he lost was a 10th of a second, and that took everything.
Yeah, it's all about your ability. He had God-given ability to do everything.
Everything he wanted to do. Yeah.
And like if you looked at Roy, like Roy did not jab, but he would just come out and
like it was
lead hook,
boom, lead right hand, step around.
He had so much athletic ability, but he didn't his fundamentals wasn't always that great.
Wish my football players was in here listening to this chat right now. Wish they was listening.
And so when he got older, like you said, when you get to them 30s, and he had to go back when you don't have that youth on your side no more. You're not in your prime to move like you used to do, and you got to go into the well and get to everything you learned to get out this fight. He didn't always have it because why? Because he always got away with
by with athleticism.
So I would that is 100. That's you definitely. I said in them championship fights it's gonna bring it out you. Yeah, you're just gonna be a fighter out there that's going everything that you think that you don't want to do. Like some fighters be like, man, I hate fighting tall fighters. Right. Just because you hate them, it's one for you.
It's one for you.
It's one for you. I'm telling you, you hate one of them niggas gonna press you, gonna fight you the whole time. It's a lot of them for you. You gonna find it ain't no ducking and dodging. If you really want to be great and you want to be the best, you can't duck and dodge no style because you're gonna see them all. Yeah, that's the best thing I can say about my career, my amateur career. I done fought so many styles, even international styles, and so it's like, okay, all right, I'm prepared to see certain styles, even southpaws. Like you see a lot of fighters, they don't even fight southpaws at all. They try to avoid them. I'm to this point, I feel like I fight southpaws better than I fight orthodox.
Bro, what?
Like, you saw Pat in the chat. Pat is a southpaw. You know what I'm saying? I spar him faithfully every day. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like it's normal. Like so when I spar all these different southpaw tanks of southpaw, like everybody, I think it's probably maybe one or two orthodox fighters. Everybody on southpaw. I even get in there with big old Sheed and mess around southpaw. Like so when I know the opening, so that's why I like fighting southpaws now. Like go ahead.
Go ahead, do it.
A lot of these orthodox fighters now, they want to be like, be switch hitters. So like they want to fight this way, then they want to learn how to fight this way. So I be fighting somebody orthodox. That's I'm comfortable there. That's normal. So when they turn southpaw, I'm like, I'm about to break you down even more because this is easy.
Yeah, especially when you got the lead foot right there and the lead hands like so guys, easy to pivot out and everything.
We got to call it in. It's calling in right now. I'm about to bring him in.
Okay. Somebody calling in. Hey, shout out team.
Caller, you on? Welcome to Slipping Counter.
They want to fight this way, and they want to learn how to fight this way. So I be fighting somebody orthodox.
Hello, can you hear us?
I don't hear him.
4833 in the chat. Slipping Counter.
4833.
Hello?
I hear him moving. I don't know who that is.
Man, let's talk boxing. Boy, that get right.
Yeah, gotta get right.
But yeah, man, be seeing guys, man. They like okay, James Baker. Well, I talk about this.
Listen, I want to say this on record. Well, Baker always swear we had a debate. Like, man, listen, Baker, I know you had a great jab in your day, but I would have crushed you in the inside. You had that hook, but listen.
But he turned pretty fast. You would have had to walk with them. That's the only thing.
That's my boy. I love Baker. I'm just always messing with him, man. Because he always tell me like, boy, I had crushed you in your day. He always talk about that. That silent car ride. You know, after you had a bad spine, that car ride be silent as a mother. Yes. He was like, you gonna give that silent car ride. So I always mess with him there every time I see him, but. Man, I always like talking about the old fighters, man.
Man, what?
They so authentic.
Especially when you get them all together and you hear their stories.
I'm trying to tell you, the funniest stories are gonna come from the old.
I keep telling y'all, we gotta do that episode one day. It's so many older fighters that we could get in here. Man, you think we don't talk now? We really ain't gonna talk that day because them man was gonna be gone.
They are hilarious.
Oh my!
I was up there, and there was a couple old heads in there. They was having me crying. I was in tears.
Bro, they lingo, the way they say, they joan into like.
Here go Baker. Slim.
That's his thing right there, man. They say so.
But you know what's crazy, bro? As good as all of them was. You will always hear them. They don't. I've never. Is all the accolades, Mr. Sean. All the accolades. My dad, Mr. Sean Baker, Boog, all of them guys. I mean, these guys, people. These guys were killers. These guys, your favorite pros. Your favorite. I said it on other episodes. Your favorite James Baker was your favorites pro. I
swear.
Big Dog Mike TV. Like, what's good, Scooter?
Y'all don't understand, and like Mike? I would hear them. Like one time I was baking my father. They was talking, and they talking about losses. They talking about their losses, like, and it's funny as much. They said, "Yeah, man, such and such." So everything, man. When after the 7th round, I said, "You know what? I think I done made a mistake, man." Me and the way they say it, done had me rolling.
And we got the caller back. I'm trying to bring him in.
Because one thing about fighters, they know.
Yeah,
they know. Like you know, like in your mind, you gonna tell yourself the truth. Like you said, you gonna tell yourself the truth. You can't lie to yourself.
Yeah.
So when you in there with somebody, you be like, God damn, I don't know if I.
this man looking hit.
Man. Oh my God, when that's the.
Or you pick the shot and it hit your glove. Like,
listen,
what the heck?
You ever catch somebody like somebody throw and you catch they punch?
The jab. You be like, if that jab feel like that, I am walking this way because I ain't getting hit by that right hand. The hell with you.
All right, guys, I'm gonna try to bring this caller in. 4833. Let's try to bring him in.
That's 4833.
Caller, you're on the show. This is a Slipping Kind of podcast.
Hello?
Yes, sir. We got you now.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you, Chant.
You probably can't hear us.
Can you hear us?
I don't think he can hear
Me now?
Yeah, we got you, brother. What's your name?
I don't know who.
Hello?
That don't mute my mic.
I don't know.
Yeah, my phone's unmuted.
Back to the boxing stories. So, like, man, but I always tell this story. We in the gym, and Baker was like, Junior, because, you know, I wasn't able to fight as much, but I was still sparring guys because, you know, with my illness, whatever. So, Baker was like, man, you move beautiful, Junior, but why you slipping so early? I was like,
that's him.
If
Yeah,
I unmute this, I gotta use my mic.
That's Baker. Man.
oh, fucking day.
That's Baker. Listen, like he would say, I would have like videos that went crazy on the gram. Like if you go on my page right now, y'all gonna see it. It's JobBaker_12. He go, y'all see. He's gonna say the most hate in this comment on there and don't care and laugh, and it don't even matter. Like I can go in the video, be dumping, boom, boom, boom. He'd be like,
you left that opening right there, bro.
And you slapping.
Like
Hey, Deric Curry in the chat. TMT Mayweather Promotions.
What it
Future
do,
champ.
Dirk?
Scooter Davis.
Hey, what up, big Dirk?
What it do, Dirk? Holler at me, Dirk.
And like he said, and I said, what do you mean? He said, you do fight smart, Junior, but you slipping a little too early. And I said, what do you mean? He said, because when you coming out, that's good that you slip right when the punch gets here instead of here. Because you know, once again, people don't know, a pro, especially when I start sparring pros, like they'll you slipping that early, they'll give you a throwaway stick just to make you go there. As soon as you come back, you run right into the brick or you run into the hook. So
hold on. Let me try to get this right real quick. 4833. Call back one more time. I think we got it. I think we got it right. Call back one more time. We're gonna get you on the show, man. I'm sorry about that.
So
again, this is a live show. We having little hiccups every now and then, but we're gonna get it right. We're gonna get it right.
Keep it going with the boxing talk.
You good.
Because me and him ain't had this time to really talk like this, like we doing now.
We good.
So, like he said, when you come out, I saw you faint. You'll walk them. That's good, other stuff. But the first shots, pick them first. And I remember my Uncle Marsh used to say, pick first, see what type of power you dealing with. And he said, instead of slipping, boom, catch your head, catch it on that phone, catch it on the show, see what you're doing. Because then you going to think, Baker was like, as soon as he's going to think, oh, he a smart fighter. He ain't just falling for anything, just moving for no reason. Like, if he got to understand that, like, sometimes, oh, man, he letting the guy hit him. No, he's not letting the guy hit him. You're not trying to exert, especially thinking about the pro, you're thinking about 6, 8, 10, 12 rounds.
Hey,
you ain't trying to exert.
Pat said, and you slapping.
No, my God. And he was like, you know.
That Baker, I'm trying to tell you.
Swear, man. Baker, man, why you on that? Man, why you back giving up grounds? I'm
like, you still let that man
yeah,
press
you still
like,
let him bro.
Listen, do y'all understand one thing? I know. I used to be like, damn, Baker don't like me. I'm like, Baker one of my biggest fans and one of my biggest haters. Every day at the Nationals, I got a lengthy text about what I did wrong.
Yep.
Every day. And this is you gotta understand. These are the top fighters in the country. I'm fighting the number 2 dude, icing them up 4-1. You know, fighting the number 3 dude, icing them up. Like I'm fighting dudes that's the best in the country.
Right.
Can't make a mistake type dude.
And I'm winning. Like these not close fights. I'm winning. And I go on my phone, everybody telling me congratulations, and I get this text and he telling me everything. I'm just be like, man. But then you learn to love people like that, which is like because him and Coach B is like that. Like Coach B, I had a knockout. I was a 45-second knockout my first day down there, I knocked him out in 40 seconds. So then, after that, I'm all hyped and all that. Coach B got the tape. Listen, he had a pad, like a notepad.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote every time step of everything I did wrong, took a wrong angle, do this too much, loop this punch. So when we had the pad, he like, at 2 seconds you did this. So we go look at it. Boom. Dang. So when I got home, when I get home from the trip, I'm feeling like, yeah, everybody gonna be. He looking me dead in my face like,
did you watch that tape?
Yeah,
Did you watch that tape?
He like, let's watch the tape. So he was happy. Yeah, he was. I'm like, but it was more so that. Why I'm feeling like this is one of my great. I knocked one of the top people out.
And this is open, people. For people who don't understand, he's not saying it's just term like, oh, this ain't. I got him back. This is open, basically semi-pro.
4833, I got you back and bring you in.
These is grown men. At this time I just turned 18. I just turned 18 going to that tournament. So I'm fighting grown men. I got my first knockout, my second elite tournament in the USA Nationals. And yeah, I was come home and that's the type of people they are. They're not gonna ride your coattail. Mm-hmm. If you think that you're gonna be in this city or in any of these gyms and you just gonna be put on a pedestal like you bet,
it ain't going like that.
They gonna humble you real fast.
Indeed,
real quick, before we bring that call, I just want to say, man, that's good. Because, me and you, we always seen each other, dab each other, but never got the chance to talk like this. It's good to hear this. It's you, she, all y'all have actually, and more so especially with Nasheed winning what he won, Makai placing what he placed, and then you now turning pro, y'all highly touted, especially you and Nasheed were winning the tournaments y'all have won in the resume, and so they say that y'all the top guys, and oh shit, I said they again. But what I mean, these top reporters, the certain judges, certain referees, they say that, and it's so good to hear. Yeah, I watched this tape. Or yeah, I watched that tape. Or yeah, I looked at this mistake. Because that's gonna push. That's what you want. You want that. You really, and it's sad to say, it sounds normal, but you don't get that often with young fighters anymore.
I don't know.
Let me bring him in the chat room. He's been waiting for a minute. Bring him in.
I always been into boxing like that.
Here we go. 483. I'm about to bring you in right now.
483. I'm trying to figure out who this is.
Caller, you are on the show. Split the kind of podcast. I think we got you this time.
How you doing? Can everybody hear me?
Yep.
We got you doing, man.
I know his.
What's your name, sir?
I ain't know for you.
Hey, nah, I'm called Mr. Half. Mr. Half. I was one half of whatever he gets.
Man, listen. He told everybody that he put me. He did. He put me in the position I did. He told me everything I needed to know. Yeah. So he be like, yeah, you did. He be like half, like yeah. Whatever he getting, just give me half. Yeah. Like what? Nah.
All right, now this back pay. That's why it's 50%. It's back pay.
That's my dog.
I got two questions for the young king. The first question is, what is his greatest inspiration in life to be able to do what he do every day, and what type of preparation it takes? A reason why he couldn't turn pro when most people did. What was it that he had to do to turn pro? And then the second one will be, and if he is to be blessed to become a world champion for the city, what will he do for the youth?
Okay, Dad.
Yeah, it's a good question.
Pressure on
That's how though you trained to go. Watch this. But the first question was about my biggest inspiration.
Yeah,
said, my biggest inspiration and what
to keep you doing what you're doing every day.
My biggest inspiration is really in boxing is just I don't really have an inspiration. Really, I have favorite fighters really, but inspiration to make me go do it is him.
Yeah, I knew you was about to say that.
Shout out Pop.
To make me go do it, him, my mama, and my sisters. Like I just see really my parents, because I seen them. You know what I'm saying? Like I was young, so I know what they was doing and what they were struggling with when I was a kid. So I can imagine what it was before them, and they had 2 kids before me. You know what I'm saying? So I see him getting up. I see him getting up every day. You know what I'm saying? And I know, people.
No complaint.
People don't like their job. He doing it because, you know what I'm saying? I know he don't like. He told me he don't like his damn job, but it pay good, so he happy about that. But he's definitely really one of my biggest inspirations because he always wanted you to stand up, man. He gonna be about what he say. Whatever he gonna say, he gonna do, and he gonna stand on his word. So, and that's all I try to be. I try to be a stand up dude and stand on my word. That's all I can do. That's all I got. You got is a word in your pulse.
But you know what I also think it helped? You seen, like you said, and I know where you coming from with that from my experience. You know, my father training for fights, and I'm sick in the hospital, things like that. And seeing my father son get up at 3 a.m. going to work, I think it makes you feel like also, oh, what's my bracket at this time? Man, my father got up at this time in the morning. I can fight this bracket. Like, you know.
Listen, when I was younger, I used to be to the point, this is real talk. I ain't never said this on camera. He used to tell me, back when I was younger, I was going to turn 10 from about 10 to about probably when I was 16. I used to be so hurt. Like, I used to have so much pressure when we going to them tournaments, them nationals. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never been on, the only reason why I got on the plane, you know what I'm saying, it was because of boxing. My parents didn't have the money to just be sending us on planes and we going on vacations. Not back then. So when I first got on the plane,
that's why I want half.
The timing though. Come on, oh my God.
So like,
get him, Pop. Get him.
So like,
oh,
so like when going on the turn, I used to be telling him he's like, what's wrong? Why you so nervous? I'm like, I don't want to waste your money. Like I want to do so. I wanted to do so good and win so bad because I knew people they had to get this money from this person or be able to stop paying this bill to do. So I'm like, man, I gotta win. So I used to have that pressure on me until he was like, it don't matter. It don't matter, son. Like, it don't matter. I'm doing it because I love you. We all doing it because we love you. It don't matter. We gonna love you. If you win, lose, it's a draw. It don't matter. We gonna do it. So then, okay, that pressure, like, I got that out. So then I started fighting for me. Like, he's like, don't fight for us. That's what he tell me. He tell me all the time, don't fight for them. Fight for me. So I do fight for them, but I always feel that on my back, like this for them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This for everybody. This for all.
I appreciate y'all, man. Great show y'all got going on.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Hale.
What was the second question?
After you become a world champion,
the second one was,
after you become a world champion, how do you plan on giving back to the kids, the youth?
Well, you already know I got my 7U. I'm going.
We the ones. I'm all right.
Yeah, he the head coach of the 7U.
Okay.
So, but I got my 7U. I'm definitely going, get them right. And even with the young people, like, you know what I'm saying, these young boxers. I got boxers every once in a day. I mean, not every once in a while. Every day, younger fighters coming and asking me for this. Do I send me clips and all that? And I every here and there, I go respond to a kid and tell them this and that make their day. So I'm real big on that. Just because I didn't really understand that people look up to me. Like,
of course.
Yeah, it's shocking when you first deal with it. What?
It's very. I'm starting to figure out now. Like, oh, people really look up to me and feel like I'm somebody. I feel like, man. I always tell everybody. I feel like I'm just a fish in the sea. Like, nobody know me, but everybody else, some other people could be like, nah.
And they watching you everything you do.
Watching me everything I do. So I'm like, wow. It's cool, but it's kind of scary too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a big responsibility.
It's a big responsibility. You got to lead the youth. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do. And you gotta talk. You gotta talk for multiple people. You know what I'm saying? Because they following what you do.
Right.
Like if you out here, you know what I'm saying, cussing everything, cutting out, and sagging your pants and doing
being
this,
belligerent
and doing, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff on, and people and the youngest see you. That's what they want.
That's what they gonna do.
They gonna want to do because they think you're cool.
Yeah.
Right.
You're cool to them. So they see like, okay, this is somebody cool. This is what I want to do. What they do.
Right. But
if I show them, it's a way. It's cool to not be a gangster.
Thank you.
And we in the most gangster sport as it is, though. So
listen,
it's like,
don't nobody. It's cool to not be a gangster. It's cool to really put your hands up and wreck somebody. It's cool. It's cool to be able to talk and articulate yourself. Not talk like I like Mo. You know what I mean? It's good. It's good that, but you don't have to do that. You ain't gotta wear a ski mask everywhere.
Man, what?
You know what I'm saying? You know
we got another caller in the chat real quick. 3984. I'm gonna bring him in.
Who that is?
Caller number 2. Welcome to the show.
Hey, what's good? What's good? I'm a local DMV fighter, man. I just got one question with Scooter, man. You gonna stay independent when you get in the industry, or you gonna
Hey, that's a crazy question.
No,
Y'all
shit.
trying to get. I'm gonna hold off on that one.
Yeah, hold off on that.
That's a crazy question. Nah, I can't give y'all that one. Not
Hey, it got
yet.
something to think about.
No. Oh,
Okay,
I'm thinking about it. I already know. I know my answer.
Especially he a fan of Sugar Ray Leonard. Of course he thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking about it. I just I don't want to get that information up. But listen, I will put the record out. All the people that's trying to sign me, y'all apply pressure right now.
Yeah.
Y'all applying pressure, and then we can talk about something. But I'm gonna leave it like that. I don't want to give up now.
And think, bro, you know, for what it's worth, it ain't gotta be your first fight. It could be 7-0. It could be 14-0 until that happens.
I'm smart enough to the point where I'm trying to realize that. I'm just realizing that you don't have to rush. It's not a rush. It's not a rush. And then you need. They're going once. Some people get on at the beginning. Some people get on late. Some people get on when they get the belt. Like like my fellow fighter. Lamont didn't really get signed to Al.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that. They was independent.
Right.
They won on their own.
The purse bids. People don't know that. Like, he was a purse bid for him and Zab Judah, but it didn't happen.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of stuff that. So I know both sides of the game, and it's kind of. I can't really speak on being signed because I've never been signed actually to myself, but I feel like it's cool. You have a great backing when you signing and they take care of you. Hopefully you got a good team, a good company. I would like to be signed by a big company. I'm not gonna give no. Yeah.
No, you ain't got to. I got you.
Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, Scooter is a decorated amateur. He does not have to do that. But I will say this. All I want is 2%. But like, all I'ma say is, he is a fighter. All jokes aside, he's a fighter that wants. Just like how I said earlier about Nasheed, when he was on here, it means something to win so many of those tournaments and take that as your resume, and you slide that across the table, and you could be like, I want to start at $4,000 instead of $1,000. You know, I want to start at this. Or you know what? You was offering me $6,000. You know what? Offer me $4,000. Give me the other $2,000 as my monthly stipend. Yep. You know, you have certain. Cause I'll give y'all a quick side story. Like Jared won nationals once, but remember he wasn't like an amateur. He wasn't in the gym all the time. Like, and when he started, he was the B side. When he signed the Al, he was the B side. Like, you know, because he wasn't so known. Like Tony Harrison is known. Like he was a known amateur. Yep. You know, he was known. So it's different. So it means a lot. So you ain't gotta. You know, you're gonna get a big. He's gonna get a big because of from 6 years old. You know, and then boxing is like a big. It's like a college campus. When you 6, 7, 8 years old, whatever, you meet new people, you get to feel so you meet new people, but it's like after 2 weeks on that campus, you know the side cuts, you know everybody and everything. So these people watch you grow up. Half of these people don't, they know who the top amateurs are and stuff.
Yeah, that was my biggest thing. Like I was telling I think Coach Sean one day, this was a while back. Like I'm always telling people, anybody that want to listen, like, man, I want people to know me. Like, not know me like from around here. Like, I don't want to be no DC legend.
Mm-hmm.
That's just, I'm sorry. That's people have been there, done that. My coaches is DC legend. You know what I'm saying? You got to go further than them. So I want to be my dream. I want to be one word name. Like when you say Scooter, you say Scooter.
You say Sugar Ray.
I want them to just be say Scooter, and they know. Oh, that's a boxer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, nah, he could do it. Like that's my dream, and that's how big I believe I can be.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's coming into fruition. So I'm like wow, like okay, what I speak is really powerful. But that's what I'm on. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm not messing with nothing that ain't positive. If it's not positive, it's away from me. I'm telling you, y'all. Anybody that know me, I don't be around nobody. You see me solo dolo. It's always just me. If you see me, it's Mr. Half.
Mr. Half, yeah.
Mr. Half is with
Shout
me.
out Mr. Half, man. They in the chat laughing at Mr. Half right now.
That's gonna be a new hashtag.
Hey,
I swear on everything,
yo.
yo.
He's a clown, man.
Yeah.
That's all he gonna do is make you laugh all day.
Yeah.
People, I don't even find him funny no more. Everybody else finds him funny. I just be like, man, go
Go ahead, bro. Hey, let me ask you though. So you was talking about if people want you, they need to start applying pressure right now. What are some things you're looking for other than the money has to be right? What are some other things you're looking for in these promotional companies?
Oh, you gotta be. I need to have set fights, don't?
Yeah, exactly.
You're not about to. Like. And one thing, I'm not doing it. I'm smart.
Yeah.
One, I know the business side, and I got other people that know the business side. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not. People try to lock you into a contract for a long. You might get 10. You're gonna get 10 fights, and there's certain words in there, like certain words. Like you do. I'm gonna show something. Do y'all know what perpetuity means?
Yep.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? That's
never ending, basically.
You get what I'm saying? So Don King had perpetuity on Mike Tyson's contract. Don King is still getting paid off of Mike to this day. His estate is still getting paid from Mike. Just because perpetuity. One word in that contract made Mike give money to this man forever. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't playing. I'm not playing with it. Like ain't no everybody. We on it at all point. I'm not, and ain't nobody taking control of my career but me and my team. Trust me. It's not. This ain't the show where or people like, oh yeah, I'm following somebody else lead. No, I'm gonna do this. My career. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna have people. Yes, I'm gonna have people advise me and give me advice, but it's ultimately my decision.
Your decision.
I ain't playing. I'm not playing that. Ain't nobody leading me and telling me what I gotta do with my career. This is my career. If I mess up, I messed up. I gotta take that on the chin. But I ain't gonna never lose no bag or lose because another dude told me to do something and I'd wonder like, nah, that's dead.
Right.
But another it's in the contract, man. It's just a certain amount of fights. Make sure I gotta have it. I have to. It's guaranteed you gonna have. I need to say guaranteed you gonna get such fights out of this, and within a certain time span. Because what they would do is they will have they would say yes, guaranteed. We guarantee you we will give you 5 fights. But they 5 fights gonna be out of a 6-year spread.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
How many times you gonna see fight? Like remember Speedy Ellis? Man. People was like, dog, what the heck happened? After he beat Eddie Gomez, you was like, dog, that boy. Because in boxing, for people who don't know, there's a reason why he's saying this. Because over the years in boxing, you'll see fighters, and boxing is like a teapot. It could cool off so quick. When it's hot, stay on it. Yeah. But don't let it get cold because it could be out of sight and out of mind very quick. And next thing you know, you're like, hey, this kid's undefeated. And he done fought this time. What's going on with this guy? And it'd be crazy. So you be like, you know what? No, I need to know. This needs to be this, and I need to know that I'm fighting on this card, on this TV, this one, without a doubt. And you gonna keep this coming.
I'm excited.
That's a good point he just made. Go ahead, though. I'm sorry.
Nah, go ahead.
I was gonna ask you, so how often would you like to fight? You see like Xander Zayas fought like 9-10 times.
Shout out to Xander. I hope y'all again, that's another person I fought. We fought a 3-2 split in the Nationals. I swear I beat him. You know what I'm saying? He was the number 1 fighter when we fought. So again, prospect of the year. That's the type of level. Come on, I know what type of level I'm on. I just told you I felt I beat him for real. That wasn't no like I'm just saying it. No, I felt like I beat him for real. That's my guy. I felt like I won that fight.
Yeah, felt like he squeaked it. Yeah,
you beat him. You know what I'm saying? And he is going on to be prospect of the year right now. You know what I'm saying? So I know what level I'm on. It's all about who gonna be smart enough to be like, okay, I'm gonna get that kid what he want, or I just do it myself.
Indeed.
Because regardless, one thing my father told me, they can't deny your talent. It's much like when they see you, you can't. When you see me, you can't say I'm not really that. I never have to speak on myself. Like this is probably one of my
the resume speak for itself.
This is my first time ever speaking. You know what I'm saying about myself. I don't even like it. I let everybody else talk about me. So I know when it's my time, I'm going to shine. Like they put me you tell me I got 4 rounds, 6 rounds on TV. What? You think I'm not going to show up?
Show and do your thing.
That's what I do.
Only thing he trying to regret is he ain't wear his outfit longer.
Hey, we got another caller in the chat, guys. We got another caller in the chat. I'm gonna bring him in. Caller number 3, you're live on the show. Welcome to the show.
Come Scooter.
Oh man, this is one of my kids. This sound like Hunter. What's up, Hunter?
This Carnell.
Oh, what's up, Neil?
Me and Zay want to say what's up.
What's up, Jay? That's my running back. No, he weighed number 7. He wore number 11 last week. He one of the fastest kids in the county.
What's up, student?
What's up, Zay? That's me right there. What's up, Zay?
Yeah.
You ready?
So, what do you think? What do you think your career record is gonna be?
Undefeated. Ain't nobody gonna ever beat me. What you mean? Y'all know I'm the best. I tell y'all that every day.
All right.
but y'all, Cornell and Zay, right? Y'all also know in the fight game, sometimes guys may have close decisions, things like that on big pay-per-view cards, things like that, right? Y'all, I'm saying this because some kids don't get it, but like I'm telling y'all, always still be proper because without doubt you still got a coach that's gonna be a champ that's gonna lay it out on the line no matter what, fight after fight. So always be proud.
They don't even know. Like they have no idea.
They don't have.
They know they've been to.
They know, but they don't know. No,
that first fight they've been to was the Makai fight. That was the first fight they ever seen. They don't really know truly
the in depth
that I really am, and I want them to find out when they get older. Like, oh wow,
that was my coach.
Yeah, like I don't tell them. I just let them. You know, I want them to love me because I'm Scooter the coach, not Scooter the boxer. You know what I mean? So those my youngest right there.
Hey guys, I got a question for you guys on the chat or on the call right now. How do you guys like having Scooter as a football coach?
He's very cool and like he's very fun.
I'm the fun coach.
He the fun coach?
Yes, sir. I got all the swag. I know everything they like.
Yeah.
I know everything they like, and they want to play the game. They want to play Fortnite.
Very nice.
They want to play Madden. They swear they can beat me in Madden. They swear those are my youngest. And they like, I don't know what is up. They like NBA YoungBoy.
All the youngest do.
What is they love YoungBoy. They do their little dance.
Yeah, they want to come out to the football game on that junk, bro.
Yeah. I'm telling you, they crazy. And then they got their own. They come up with their own. They want me to come up with their celebrations when they score. Yeah. So we be over there brainstorming what we gonna do. Like, all right, what you gonna do? I'm telling you, as a group, like last week they scored. Was that last week or 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks they scored. Zay made them do duck duck goose. So everybody sat down. Somebody got up, ran. Crazy. We got the flag, but we ain't care.
Man, they flagging. They still doing that, flagging kids, man. Let them have fun. My Lord.
Hey man, y'all got anything else for Scooter?
I appreciate
I think that was it.
That was it.
Appreciate
it. Yeah.
All right. Don't y'all got school tomorrow?
Yeah, it's kind of late.
Yeah. Get ready to go.
But first, I mean, I want to say thank y'all though, because y'all ain't have to stay up this late and watch y'all coaches interview and then want to call in and show love. So y'all got a lot of. This is BINK and I'm the Golden Boy. I really appreciate y'all, man. So if I ever see y'all at one of Scooter fights, I'm gonna make sure you introduce me to y'all so I can dap y'all up. But now y'all need to take y'all bus to bed.
Yeah. We got practice tomorrow. I see y'all at practice tomorrow.
And y'all got practice tomorrow, man. Thank you guys for calling in.
Yes, sir.
All right, bye.
All right, good night, guys.
Bye. That's all right.
Funny,
that's
fantastic.
Right.
It's all about the kids, man. I swear, I love them.
Man, this is my life. That's my life right there.
Yeah.
From the gym, after like they don't even understand what I go through all day
to get to that football field.
Get to that football field. But when I get to that football field and they understand, like I could be tired, I done got ran and all that. They don't care.
They just snap out of it.
They don't care. It's like when I see them, it's like.
Back to it.
And then when they get me out there like, Coach Scooter, come on. I'm like, all right. So now I'm run. Sometimes I get my workout out there with them. I might run. They want to run sprints, and everybody swear they faster than me. So I got to run with every line. So I'm like, shit, it's a workout at this point.
Right.
So I get, I have fun with the kids. It's just a platform for me to just. And then my dad really just told me like, get away. Sometimes you got to get your mind away from boxing.
Yes. Because it can eat at you.
He know me. Like I said, I told you I study tape. I watch tape. I do all this. So. If you don't get me out my room, I will be just like this on my phone watching boxing.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Just going sliding with my finger, you know what I'm saying? So, and he was like, "Come on, come coach with me."
Mm-hmm.
How deep back do you go on? I got a question for him because one day me and you, even if it's here at the studio, we're gonna watch tape together. Mm-hmm. Deal?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So I'm gonna give you a fire. First I'm gonna ask you, how far back in tape do you go?
I mean, I watch single fighters sometimes. Like I watch fighters that I like. So of course we'll go. I don't went all the way back to, you know what I'm saying, Ray Robinson, Jack Dempsey type.
Ray Robinson, Jack Dempsey. Okay.
Coach B have us watching certain fight. We'd be like, what is this?
Black and white and all that, right?
So I watched a lot of fighters that just all back in the day from current.
You watch Willie Pep?
Yeah.
Oh!
Slicker than ever.
I was watching Willie Pep on YouTube the other day.
Slicker than ever. Are you crazy?
I got a fighter for you.
That's B man right there. B love Willie Pep. You always talking about Willie Pep.
I got a fighter for you. It's a little further up, about like the 70s. Nicolino Loci.
I heard that name. I never watched him.
I'm not going to tell you.
I actually have him. The crazy thing is I have him in my notes because B give us homework. I swear. I have his name in my notes. I just never got to watch it.
Yeah.
I just got Blue hooked on him.
I swear to God.
Chris Glenn. I just got Chris Glenn hooked on him. He saw him in my stories. And he
I've
was
heard
like,
the name. I never watched this tape.
He was like, who's this?
So they told me. I forget. It was Coach B and somebody else. They was like, bro, he's amazing.
All right, I'm gonna tell you who he is, but I'm gonna hit you on Instagram and y'all tell me about. All right, so but this is who he was. This dude, bro, would get the slipping shots, and then he would do that. He would get tired and just stand in front of you like Hunchback of Notre Dame, stand like this, and do this.
Oh my goodness!
I swear to God. Then go to the corner, and they would. When he early in his pro career, he got away with it until it became illegal. But he'll smoke a cigarette in the corner. Like
that's what Coach B was talking about for sure.
Because back in the day, they like Jack Johnson days, dudes used to drink whiskey in the corner. They used to drink whiskey in the corner and stuff. So as it got outlawed a little more, because if you watch Ray Robinson tapes, you'll see it's a lot of smoke in there. Back then they used to smoke in the fights. So but around that time Nicolino Loci fought, he early in his career, he would sit there and smoke a cigarette or whatever. He'll take the water, he'll take the ice, but he'll take a quick 2 puffs or whatever blow. When it became illegal,
that's crazy.
Slim, this is what he would do. When it became illegal and they started like telling him don't do it, he sit on the stool, right? They'll do it. You know how back in the day they used to fan their fighters? They would do this. And hold it up.
That's
and
crazy.
Then he go, and they go back.
They used to function off of that. Like back in the day, they would function off them cigarettes. I swear that was like they Red Bull, like the energy drink.
I really don't understand. Them old fighters was built different.
They were built different, bro.
They don't have. I don't understand. It's all the technology that we got now. And you know what I'm saying? We gotta go 12. They was fighting
15
rounds.
Right. Dog in that and some of them like Ray Robinson 6-ounce gloves, 6-ounce horse head.
Yo, do you understand?
That's crazy.
Did they hands? Do you see them little?
And they
8 ounces. I heard my hands in 16 ounces.
Yeah.
Them little 8 ounces, 6 ounces. That's nothing. That's
and they
nothing.
getting out the ring, their hands like this. And then you see how detailed hand wraps are these days, like taping gauze. Back then it was like one little joint flipping.
You might as well been fighting with your hands.
Bro.
Hey, we got another caller in here, guys. Another caller.
We lit today.
Here we go.
I said bring him out.
New caller, you're on the show. Welcome to the show.
Oh, hey everybody, what's going on?
How you doing, boss?
I just wanted to ask Scooter, man, what's it like? I mean, how beneficial has it been to spar that Michael Fox cat, that tall Michael
ass? I knew it was fast. That's why I said something. Like I knew it was fast ass. What up, fast?
Hey man, hey listen, Mike. I'm not gonna lie, Mike. Shout out to Mike. Mike got me right when it comes to fighting tall fighters.
Yeah,
listen.
Man.
Because when I first started sparring him, I was a little young, so he didn't take it all the way serious. Yeah, he's gonna throw his jab, but then now I got older. Mike throwing them joints now, so it's like, all right. So now I got them 1-2s is real.
I had to. That's the sort of growth, though.
For sure.
That's the sort of growth. That's the sort of growth.
He's just showing me how to get inside. Like now, I have to really pick my spots fighting him. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't. Pressing him the whole time,
it's not gonna get nowhere.
It's not smart.
He's too disciplined.
People been doing it all his life. You know what I'm saying? He been the tall, skinny, frail fight, and they've been doing it. So it's like he know what when you press him, it's like, oh, this is easy. This is what I do.
Frail.
I knew he was gonna say something. I was waiting for it. Real quick, fast.
Not now.
So did you hold your nose when you called? Cause it's like,
y'all on my man. Y'all on my man head.
Disguised his voice. I'm like that.
Cause you didn't see me in school. They kind of like we looked up like, hold up.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Nah, man. Shout out Mike. Shout out Troy.
Big Fest.
That was my dudes.
Yeah.
Right?
But let me just say before I go, man. Hey, look. So yeah, definitely the growth. Like, you know, school in the right place. And you can see all the pros that come through here, man. You can see he ain't right in there with him from Isaac Dogbo to Pat, all them. Like, and the thing is, that's how it's supposed to be. I'm supposed to help him. I'm supposed to help bring him along. Lamont Peterson and guys like that, they help bring me along. So I'm just, return the style. So shout out to Scooter.
Well said, Fast. As always, well said.
I tell him that all the time. He be like, I be like, appreciate you. He be like, appreciate you. I be like, appreciate me for what?
Exactly, right.
You helping me out, brother. Like,
man.
But, I love. That's the
young boy. The young boys keep me shots, man.
Yeah, man, I love fighting. The older fighters because they got so much knowledge, so they got tricks too.
Yeah.
Like one time he hit me with listen, this is how you know I study tape, right? He said one time we was in a clinch. Again, you got them long arms. So I'm in the clinch trying to do something. He did the Paul Williams under the arm uppercut.
Oh.
And when he hit me, I said, "Oh, that's the Paul Williams." I said it. And he was like, "Oh, you watching tape?" I was like, "Yeah." Hey. But it was just cool. Like it's like
that was a proud day for me, man.
That was a proud day.
You know what I mean? Like that's just small stuff like that. Like I just love because it's little tricks that you won't see. You're not gonna see no regular fighter just try that.
Yeah.
Like that's something I just saw Paul Williams do. But to see somebody, one of my peers, somebody I look up to do it's like, oh, he was watching tape.
He watching film too.
I'm like, oh, I'm watching film. I feel good. Like, oh yeah, I'm doing the right thing because I know Mike. Come on, man. Mike supposed to have a strap around his belt.
Oh hell yeah.
That come on now. So it just lets me know the pedestal I'm on. Like that's what I'm so happy, and I'm happy that I can actually give these dudes good work. Like it's not like they taking it easy on me. That's the best thing. Like it shows my evolution in the game that I'm really evolving. Like I'm really becoming one of them ones that's really the top people. So
yeah,
shouts out to all the Lamont Roach. He started sparring me. Like we spar now. At first it was like he used to play around, go southpaw when I was a little younger, but now he throwing them things like for real. Like I think his last fight. What was the last fight? It was a couple of months ago. He fought on DAZN. I mean, that wasn't DAZN, or it was GOLDENBOY, and we had sparred for most of his camp, and I was I'm just proud to be able to give people like that work, that to be like, okay, I got them a little ready for their fight. They didn't look at me like, oh, nah. You know what I'm saying? I was one of the first people. I was the first person getting the ring when it. So them first people was always the
fresh. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta. So I'm happy about that. That's the greatest thing that like. Okay, my talent is being recognized. I'm not. I'm not little Scooter no more. Like they don't look at me as little Scooter. I'm Scooter. I'm still little to them, but they don't look at me like little boy Scooter. It's the best. It's the best thing in the world. It's the greatest thing because I watch these is who I look up to. You mean when I was crying and losing my fights 13 years old and 14, it was Lamont pulling me to a side, giving me them speeches. It was Mike coming out, reposting me on his page, and Ted's his big brother posting me on his page. Even Greg Outlaw. I'm saying he's fucking messing with me. Like it's a lot of these dudes. That's Pat, Remo. You know what I mean? It's all the guys that demand. It's so many people that I'm just so happy that they accept me as one of them. Like because I put them on a pedestal. You know what I'm saying? Same with like Quick. You know what I'm saying? We put like when Quick was here, like Quick was always on me. Like I remember when Quick made this is a funny story on Quick. The first day I came to Headbangers, he already knew who I was. Because his family would flip. So he already knew who he was and knew I was shopping and all that. So he had hyped up this kid like, oh yeah, my man gonna mess you up today. That's Quick. Quick always talking junk. So he like, my man gonna mess you up today. So he actually got the boys so mad. On my first day at Headbangers, I'm sparring, right? So we sparred the first round. All I do is like a jab, 1-2, hit him, bink, bink. The dude just tackled me. He mad. He want to fight. So as soon as he want to fight and all that, they trying to figure out what's going on. Everybody look at Quick. They knew it was him.
Yeah. I got a similar story, but I cannot say it on air. Everybody in production always worry about my mouth that I'm gonna get this messed up. So I'm gonna tell this story when we leave. But man, rest in peace, Quick. That was my God.
Tony Chapman in the chat. She said, every show is so amazing to hear how these black men support and help each other excel. Thank you, Tony.
Hey. Like I said, what was the other episode? Not the Makai episode, the episode. When I was sitting there, I kept telling, I was like, Jordan? Okay, you got Nasheed, I was mentioning all the top guys, Jordan. And I was like, yeah, the top guys that they mentioned in this area. And it was in you and all those different,
because you got to realize that, like, some dudes you have a little friction with because you were fighting. Some dudes it's nowhere in your way. That was like Jordan is one of them dudes that was just never in my way. I never didn't even look at him as an opponent or never wanted to fight him. I was just a fan of how he fight. I love how he fight. And then now we started talking. He cool as a fan, just like me. His whole demeanor just be like mine. I'm like, oh yeah. And when now is I just added them on the game. We talking, we this that, we listen to music. Like so, these is friends. Like we gonna have these friends for life. Like these is.
That's what's up, man.
So I don't know. That's why I don't have no beef with no fighter. Like why?
I time to be the coaches more than the kids. Though I say that to Jamie. Me and Jamie was talking. Me and Jamie was talking at the store. It was like last year, and remember I told the time he came to check on me, and we was like. Yeah, man. Me and him was like, yeah, man. How these kids be playing video games together, and it be the coaches, and then it make it like it's this beef thing, and back and forth. And
it's really. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Really, it's the coaches. It's truly the coaches upset with another coach from that other gym.
Yep. Sometimes they fought each other back in the day.
So then they put that energy into the kid, which not the kid not messing. It's just he got to win this fight. Like, cause now it's against
them.
Exactly. So now the kid feeling like all this, cause he gotta prove to his coach, or he gotta, he want to make his coach proud, which you should.
Yeah.
It's your coach. So now he bringing all this, and then this is a person like me, like when it's smoke, that's what you gotta tell me. Like let's go. Like who was somebody that I wanted that was. It was everybody was building. My second Jalil fight. We fought first when we was 15. We fought first when we was 14, and we fought in the championship when we was 16. And that second fight with Jalil, people were just hyping it up so much, saying that he was saying this and they were saying that, and this is what's going on.
I haven't been a part of that match.
So it's like I never asked. That's bro, but I never asked him. Bro, did you say this? So I don't even care.
Yeah,
but I don't even care. But it's the point of like. That's how it be. Like people, they start stuff, and so now in the fight, it's like, man, let's go. So then after the fight is over, it's like, all right, I won. And now it's like, you better go play Rainbow when we go in the house.
No bull. Man, that's gonna talk back to the old fighters, man. I gotta go back to that. So, but this was another fighter. Me and you gotta stay in touch for Nicolino Lochi. But, bruh, What's the longest rounds that you've ever heard of? Like back when there was no rounds. What's the longest rounds that you?
I ain't never heard of no.
The longest rounds was I forget the names right now I do, but it was 146 rounds. They fought for 3 hours and 17 minutes.
That's some gladiator stuff.
Yeah, and because
they probably was gladiators.
Yeah, so. Yeah, because you do so like before it was 15 rounders that before that it was like some of Jack Johnson's fights was scheduled for 26 rounds, 46 rounds, things like that. First of all, side note, can you imagine, bro, being like, you think you can box, huh? You fast on your feet? Let's see if you could be fast on your feet for 46 rounds.
I wouldn't even sign no contract.
Bro, and this was normal to them. And this is before mouthpieces came out, dog.
That's because they knew somebody was getting knocked out. That's how they was thinking. Yeah.
It was until somebody quit or died back then. That's just how it was.
That's what I said. They was gladiators. They were more than fighters. They were warriors.
Yeah.
Like, you see, they try to call people that have good fights warriors. No, they were warriors. Back in the day, because they didn't have all this high tech new stuff, and they got it out the mud. Like one time it was a little old head came in the gym, right? I ain't gonna say his name. He came in the gym. He put his sparring stuff on. He ain't had no mouthpiece. The man went in the bathroom.
Got the
paper towel.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Oh my God,
and went in there and went to work. I was like,
yes.
And he ain't cared nothing about none of that. Like,
right. Like, I heard of dudes doing that, putting paper towels in their mouth. That's crazy.
Like, them old fighters be really like.
That's crazy, man.
I'm trying to tell you, they got a whole different mass.
Yeah.
And then you got to think, like, we were just talking about Ernie Shavers and how, you got strength and conditioning or whatever. And it does work. Don't get me wrong. Like, certain parts of it do work, but some things can be too excessive. And back in the day, it was like, take some monster truck tires, flip them, or take some regular size tires and throw. Like, you'll take, like, if you throw on the hood, you'll grab it. Fling it this way, and mostly all Ernie Shavers and a lot of other fighters told me, it was like, they told my father, they said, Junior, when I was still fighting, it was like, it's time you start chopping wood. That's all, or taking a sledgehammer to a monster truck. That's all you really need. You don't need all that other stuff, because I don't want you got long arms, we don't want it to start getting too bulky and long on you. All you need is the axe and take it to the wood. You're gonna be fine. I was like, what?
Yeah, it's a lot of just natural crazy workouts that are just get you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like even small stuff, you know what I'm saying? Even stairs, like just walking up some daggone stairs.
Stairs every day at work with fucking big ass boots on, steel toes.
Like, that is like people. Some people I know. Some people like they do stuff and just working out in the sand. Like,
man, that's sand, bro.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just natural things that just have your body crazy.
Right.
But I mean, to touch on the strength conditioning thing, it's all about how you do it, who you have doing it. See, it's a lot of these dudes. I want to get this correct because I have the best strength conditioning person in the city. That's who's training Stephon Diggs. Most of all these Vernon Davis, Vontae Davis, Tavon, both of the Diggs brothers. He has all these NFL athletes that you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Basketball, football, Myron Flowers. He's the best strength conditioning trainer.
Yeah, I've seen him before.
Sure. Mm-hmm. So but saying when you got people like that, but it's not about weights and all that. Do they know your body? Do he went to school for that. He has degrees in it. This not see, you got a lot of dudes that just call themselves trainers and they just at a gym and telling you use these resistant bands and do this and think they know and read a little manual. No, he went to school for this. You know what I'm saying? I trust that man with everything he telling me from the supplements, from this, or you taking this to get this, like everything. He knows what he's talking about.
Everything is for a reason, and it's specifically for you, a fighter.
He's trying to get me now. Like he want me to take the what is it? BMI, BPI?
Yes,
BMI.
Yes, BMI.
Like that. And so he know like okay. He ready to break that all down. So he know what he need to give me, what vitamins I need to be on, this and that. Like he's on it. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, he's my strength and conditioning coach that he knows, and he's training, and his work shows like y'all see Stephon Diggs. Like that's big, bro. Like I done trained with Stephon Diggs side by side. Y'all see what he's doing.
Yeah.
Y'all see what Tavon just did. These is his front runners right now. This is what he's doing. Like he's producing, and this the NFL.
Right.
So
right.
I already know what's going to happen when he turn over me.
No, for sure. It's over with when he get to you, bro.
It's all a part of the process.
Hey, real quick though, before we wrap it up for the night, I want you to talk about the merchandise you got on, because Keith is a good dude.
Yeah, second and six.
I talked to him a lot, man.
Man,
shout him out.
First, man. Shout out Keith, man. Keefy, I love you to death. I was the first person. I remember he told me he came. He said he's selling shirts and all that. I'm like, all right, okay, cool. Me, I always support.
Yeah.
So I was like, and I was thinking, I'm like, man, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm like, shit. I'm like, just make me some gear. I swear I wear all your stuff for free. You're the only person I don't need. You don't need to just give me the stuff. I'm gonna wear it and put it on, have it, this and that. And when I say he delivered, I'm second and six down to the socks. You know what I'm saying? Like he gave everything down, and now to the point he's sponsoring my football team.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's sponsored now. I was the first athlete he actually sponsored, and now he's growing. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm starting to see it, and to the point I'm wearing it so much that my kids is picking it up. Like my 7-year-olds is like, oh, they like, why you always wearing 2 and 6? Like they only, but that's all they see. So it might be a hat this day. It might be a shirt this day. It might be the shorts this day. It might be some socks this day.
Yeah.
You know, ski mask this day, hat this day. It's so much stuff that he give me, and I tell him like, I don't want nothing from it. I just want to be able to put you on and be because you I want genuine people to be with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When he really do blow up, because when it become a whatever it's
he gonna come back to you. He gonna say, man, this is for you, for what you did.
And he's gonna be with me through the whole ride. You think that he not gonna make second and sixth gear when I'm world champion?
He's still gonna do it. He a good dude.
You think
that's it. Ben got me hooked. Ben got me hit.
I'm telling you. You think that when I'm wearing 2 and 6, you think the youth not gonna want to wear that when they see me on TV wearing
right?
You see how you want like one thing with Box Raw. Tank really was one of the first people to get
the Pernell Whitaker suit. The Pernell Whitaker suit.
Come on, man. I'm telling you, it's all about if somebody see a fight or somebody they look up to, they wearing it's like, what is that?
Yeah.
And now he tell me all the time. Everybody asks me like, man, you the one that be sponsoring school that give him all that stuff. He tell me every time I see him. Now I see him frequently. He like, it's about 3 today. About 4 today. He tell me that all the time. And all I do is just wear. I work out, post, and it just became a part of my life. Like today, like my dad asked me when I was coming here. He's like, "Why you ain't wear your team school and stuff?" I'm like, "Oh, I got so much stuff for this. I'm so comfortable. Like this is my." You know what I'm saying?
Not just that. You said once you wear it, the kids gonna wear it, but also when you go to the press conferences, you go to the media days, you go to your dressing room, and you have this dressing room across from this, and these guys look like guys like you around each other, so especially on fight week, you're like, oh yo, that joint tight, but yeah, such and such and such. Look, man, oh yeah, oh bet. Hey, boy, give me some. Oh yeah, here's number, bro. Just hit him up. Tell him I sent you something.
He done got so plugged, and like you was just telling me, like I was just so happy. I was just smiling, like you was just telling me the other day, like he had sponsored this boxing event and this and that. But I'm like, and he ain't have nobody, not even got into boxing, and just because I'm wearing his merchandise, people noticed him and wanted him to do this and make this for this, and he's making money off it just because I wore it and I put his name out there.
Yo, that's
you know
huge,
what that
bro.
is, folks?
I love to hear that, man.
I was so when he came back and told me, I was just smiling at it, like I gave him a hug, like bro, like cause this is my dog. You know what I'm saying? I see him every week.
He grind. He really puts he grinding for it.
That's my dog. Like I really mess with him the long way. Like, and I see everything he go through. Like, you know what I'm saying? He got a hard life. He had a hard life. So I'm happy that he, you know what I'm saying, he prospering. He
getting some peace.
You know what I'm saying? And he's working. Like before the 2 and 6 stuff started really jumping off. I started telling him to make my shirts. My
shark season.
I got one.
That's how. Yeah. Remember I told you he got me hit.
I said, all right, go ahead, make. I let other people make it. I said when I said Keith and you really want to do, say, all right, you want to make some money? You really want to be on this? There you go. Yeah. Go ahead. I know there's a lot of people that's gonna want these. Man, you telling me how much money, man? I said, I told you.
Yeah, since then, bro, like the purple with the green headbangers, yo, that joint tough. I should have wore it today. Yeah. I should have wore it today.
Man, I got so much. I have so much gear from Keith. Like he just be like, every time I come see him, he dap me up and just hand me a bag. I be like, what's this? Like,
hey, go on, man.
That's what he do. That's what he do every time. Go ahead, man.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
I appreciate him. I love him to death for that. I appreciate
you. You know.
Yeah. Big shout out to Second and 6 Sports and Keith Hardy, man.
That's like how your blood cells go from 2 to 4. How people starting to know about it's like 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16. It just all started to add up more and more.
Again, I'm just so happy that my name is getting out here. People are recognizing me because if ain't nobody's gonna recognize somebody that's not quote unquote anybody. You don't know. If somebody, a Joe Blow that's walking down the street, I don't know what he's wearing. I don't know that he's wearing.
I gotta correct you, bro. You saying that? I think he's so having my name's out, bro. Like I said that episode. Your name, and then I said who else? I said Jordan. I said Nasheed. I said a few. I just listed the names. I was like, bro, it ain't just now. Like it's been.
Listen, like I know. Listen, everybody, and you said you just saying.
Been that way.
I know you just saying. People say me this all the time, but I'm just going off of how I feel. I be feeling I want everybody to know. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure. You're supposed to feel that way.
I got to deal with that myself. Like BINK be telling me, like, man, you was like, everybody know you Golden Boy. Everybody know Golden Boy, and I'm like, dude, I just grew, and I'd be like, dude, I just grew up in the gyms. That's all. That's all. I'm just. You don't feel like you don't feel like I'm just Lil Silk. I'm just Golden Boy from down the street.
That's how I feel. That's how I am. Even with my father, I just feel like don't nobody know me. Still to this day, like I say, like ain't nobody know me. Who know me? That's how I feel every day. So now because I gotta make you know me.
Yeah.
I gotta make like every time I spar, every time I fight, I go out and I'm like, I gotta gain a fan. I want to become your favorite fighter. How can I do that?
Damn.
That's my objective every time. Cause listen, I'm smart. If I'm your favorite fighter, that means you're gonna pay to see me. So what that mean for me?
Indeed. Run that checkup, man.
I need supporters. My supporters is what's gonna get me through. Nobody wants to sign. I don't care how good you are. This is a PSA for all fighters.
Any young fighter.
It don't matter how good you are. If you don't have no fan base, no support system, these promotion companies is not gonna take you seriously unless you really is crazy. You got crazy skills because they need people that's gonna generate money.
Yeah,
they putting money into you. When you turn into this pro thing, it's not just fun and games no more.
Yeah,
people putting money behind you is business. Yes, so now that's how they think it. So I'm just so blessed to be in that position that I have a fan base. So I was like, okay, I can be noticed from these people can know me. They gonna know shark season.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. They can say like that is the greatest thing to me, and it's authentic. I came up with it on my own.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's the greatest thing feeling.
And also, bro, when you able to talk as well as you do, and being able to easily Joe Blow, like I would say it's a little bit easier because I'm a fighter. I'm a boxer too, so it was a little bit easier to have conversation. But you can easily, if I wasn't a fight and I was just somebody off the street, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Whatever. Yeah. And
His representation
not only
is top tier.
Yeah,
that's
it
what
ain't
it
just
is.
it ain't just how can I be your favorite fighter? Because dude, it paid me. But also once you start getting those people to feel like you fight you fight for them in a sense, they connected to you.
I tell them that all the time.
Mike Fox.
When I'm on my live, when I tell my live, like we talk, I'm like, y'all like, man, this for y'all. Like y'all don't understand that everything I'm doing is my success becomes because of y'all. I'm doing this because so y'all can understand what I'm going through. I want to take y'all on a journey with me.
Yeah.
That's how I tell them, like, this is my journey. When I do this live, like y'all saying every day, my live, y'all know I'm in the gym. I get to the gym probably 10:30, maybe 11 o'clock. And I get on live probably 10:45, go through my whole morning stretch routine. I run. I do all that. I get loose, all that. And they see the whole thing. Only thing they don't see is me hit the
gloving
bag
up.
And, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. And but by the time you probably see a video, I probably post a video that day. So I'm trying to take my fans on support them on a whole journey with me. They are a part of me. This is a movement. You get what I'm saying? It's not just me and y'all. No, this is a movement. Shock Season is a movement.
And it can make people be like I said, when they get emotionally attached to that fighter, like how Puerto Rican fans are for Miguel Cotto and things like that. That
I'm trying to put us blacks like that.
Yeah, like when you do that,
we gotta say that for another episode.
Yeah, like when you do that, people gotta understand that it's. You know how he was talking about his perfect example. You know how he was talking about his family early, how his father was like, nah, do it for you because we love you anyway. But no matter what, in his head, it's going to be, I'm doing it for me, but I still can't get y'all out your head.
Yeah.
That's no different as he progresses through his career and somebody sitting there who watches him fight say, oh, the way matter of fact, you boxed clean the first 8 rounds and Boog and Barry say, anything we need to worry about? No. Anything? All right, just don't get caught with nothing stupid. Start closing the show on this boy. And when they turn to that channel, let's say they just turn to it, and that way that you dig deep and start walking down, they say, oh, that just may touch them. Just or if the fight was close and they just turned the channel, they see how you pushed. That's why, that boy gave it all he had. I'm gonna watch that. Who takes the punch emotionally?
Real quick, we got another caller. Let's wrap it up with this last caller for the show. Here we go.
Y'all said y'all needed callers.
Caller, you live. Welcome to the show. Hello?
BINK ready to go to sleep, so you better talk.
My name Nas.
Say that again.
My name Nas.
Nas, what's up, Nas?
What's up, Nas?
Football team.
Come on, man. He actually played on the opposite team, the national championship. He won a box.
Okay.
He won a box. He came to the fight in Makai too. And I think after that he kind of like got hooked. Like, oh no.
Oh yeah,
hey,
he like
Nas,
that atmosphere. Once it gets you, it gets you.
Hey Nas, you got any questions for Scooter?
When you gonna train me?
Oh Lord!
I gotta find some time, people. I already told you. I got you. I told you I'm gonna get you right. You gotta keep a level head. You gotta keep your composure though. You can't keep getting mad. You gotta stay composed.
Yes, indeed. Poise.
That's what you gotta work on to period. Now when you see me, I don't want to see you get no attitude. I want to say you stay composed. That's the first thing we're gonna work on.
Okay.
All right.
My man.
And Nas, appreciate you calling in, bro.
Man, it's my life.
You're welcome.
My youngest.
Man, that's what's up, man.
My youngest. They
Hey, man. So, we get ready to wrap this up. Anything you'd like to say? Congratulations turning pro, man. That's huge.
Yes, indeed.
That's huge. Proud of you, man.
Appreciate you.
Anything you'd like to say to the camera, to the fans, to the people in the chat before we let you go?
I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for, sticking in the whole journey out with me. We on to the next step. Just keep on supporting me. Just keep giving me y'all love. Follow all my social medias at I am Scooter Davis on Instagram, on TikTok, and on Twitter. Follow all me. Subscribe to my YouTube at Scooter Davis. I'm stream. I play games. You know what I'm saying? Just come chill with me. I'm a cool dude. You know what I mean? So.
Huh? You forgot to
make sure y'all subscribe to this.
See, he picked up on it. I was like, you forgot to say subscribe to Slip and Counter before the show was over.
I ain't done the show. This is his closer for him.
Yeah.
This is him.
Tell him that's how
You know what I mean? He trying to do my job.
He
Do my job, Slim.
Oh my
God.
The Golden Boy is out for the night.
Yeah, Golden Boy, man. What you doing?
I don't know. We not slipping.
Oh man,
we don't slip. We slipping in the counter, but we not slipping.
Yeah.
You hear what I'm saying, bro?
See, you slipped. He slipped and he counted you.
He counted your ass.
He counted you right there. See, you ain't think that was
look
gonna happen
what I
like
walked
this.
myself into, man.
He know what he got himself into, man. But hey, brother, it was a pleasure having you on the show.
Yes,
I gotta
indeed.
come back on here. This is cool.
Yeah, for
All
sure.
the time,
Hey,
man.
fight date, come on the show. Drop the fight
All right,
date.
bet. Yeah, drop the
My
fight
man.
That's a deal. That's a
My
deal.
man.
That's
My
a
man.
deal. I take that.
Indeed.
For
Right
sure.
there, I definitely give y'all the first inside scoop. Y'all gonna get the
Bet.
first inside scoop, and when I get the date where it's gonna be with card and all that.
Hey, I'm gonna let you know what time we get here, so that way we can watch some fight tape before we go on
Y'all
air.
come in here early. Y'all do your
Bet.
thing. Y'all do your thing.
For sure.
Guys, this was a great episode, man. This is Deric Scooter Davis,
Shock season,
the
baby.
Golden Boy Shark season. You guys can follow us, Slip McConnell, on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Make sure you guys like and comment and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'll bring you guys more content every Wednesday, every Friday. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for everybody that called in, all the youngest from the football team, the 7U. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Good
shout
luck
out
on your
to them.
season this year, man. And we're going to go ahead and wrap this up and see you guys next week.
Yes, indeed.
I was born for this. Always know I was the one, didn't know when my time was gonna come. Born for this. Gotta be the voice for the youth, won't stop.
And I can keep the bass on, right? And I can stay on even when I'm on the game. Oh, that.
Going